listening to The Jerry Show. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific on YouTube and Twitch, where content creators and makers meet up and chat about their projects. Have a question? We might have the answer. Like, subscribe, and share. See you on The Jerry Show. Let's Let's go! Let's go! Tuning in, the screen lights up. Real talk, no filters, no fuss. Make us meet on a digital stage. Projects born where passions rage. Jerry hosts the wildest ride. Creativity you can't hide. Talking shop on a Saturday noon. Ideas shared, gonna blow up soon. Live on YouTube, live on Twitch. 3DHP's got the edge to bring our minds together here. In this space we persevere. Machines hum, ideas pop.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Happy Saturday. We are live on YouTube and Twitch. My name is Jerry. You're watching The Jerry Show. And each and every Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific, we go live. We have makers on and content creators around the world. And yep, my dog is getting ready to bark again. Damn it, dog. Every time she wants a cracker, she's like, oh, he's talking to people. Yeah. Anyway, please like, subscribe, share, follow, do all that good, great stuff. I really appreciate it. As you see behind me on the table right there, I'm working on the box turtle. I will start streaming that live next week. I'm not sure what day. I wasted a whole roll of Polymaker film when I was printing the wrong type of filament in the wrong color. I got almost done with one roll. I was like, oh no, I used the wrong filament. So I'm reprinting a lot of stuff. But hope we have a great day. No, I just gave you one. Leave me alone. Go away. Anyway, let's pull in everybody in the back room and we'll get going. Hey, Matt. You're muted, I guess. Hey, Kenny.
What's up?
Hey, how's
Andrew?
everyone?
What's going on?
Hi, guys.
Hope everybody's doing well.
Too much snow.
Oh wow, how much is too much? A foot?
I got two FJs. I got the one FJ stuck in about a 3-foot snowbank right now. But we've lost our mailbox 3 times. I think the snow plow driver thinks he's Nicky Lauder or something. I don't know.
Go back down through a couple comments in chat that I missed. I try to read and catch all the comments. Sometimes I miss them.
Yeah, I don't have that up right now yet. I'm trying. I'm running beta firmware on that, So I got to run my beta studio from what I remember, because I have the beta studio in the office. Dang it.
Yeah, I think when I go live next week, I'm going to take that big white table right there. I'm going to roll it over here where I'm sitting. That way I can put my keyboard up on the table to be able to use everything, read chat, go from there. And then I'll set up a couple different cameras. And then, of course, all that junk back there will be my backdrop. So that's my plan anyway. Hello, Betty Boop. How you doing today? That's my wife in the other room. She gets on her cell phone and watches occasionally. Clownhammer, hello. Anyway, yeah, we got so what's new with everybody? What do you got going on? What have you been working on?
I'll share here in a minute.
Sorry, I had to close my door because my wife was watching a program in a little bit loud TV.
Okay.
What I've been doing, if Lee Marie is here, if I could show something what I made for you guys.
Sure. I just seen them in chat. I think they're still here.
Yeah. Well, first one I asked them, I didn't ask them, but
Oh,
they asked me to do something for them, and I did. A lithophane for them.
hey, Pop 3D.
So
Yeah, I'll wait and see if they're in chat.
Um,
Lemur 3D, are you still in chat? A lot of times people channel surf, they pop by, say hi, and they're, moving on, going on something else.
yeah. Yeah, that's happened. So Andrew, what you been up to?
Is that so? Sorry.
What you been up to?
I actually, I've got a cam system I want to run, and it's got outside bearings on a drive wheel, and it's pretty small stuff. So it's a small bearing, and I was having a hard time finding V-groove bearings. So I ended up printing an outside casing out of ABS with a small V-groove, which is pretty darn small. I couldn't get the proper size bearing. So that actually fits in there really snug, and it should actually work with my bearing ring. I don't know if I can get it out of here or not. It actually is going into this casing. So you can see the bearings on the outside wheel.
Yeah.
And it's a slotted drive wheel that's in there that allows an offset rotor. Because of the vanes have to expand and contract throughout the radius, they need to be able to move back and forth at different distances apart. So that V groove is that. So I couldn't find the bearing, so I think that's going to work pretty slick. So it should be interesting to see when we give her a test. I'm hoping in another week I can run this thing and see how it runs.
Nice.
And of course, I've been running some seals and trying to run Filaflex or like a Ninja Flex, and I'm finding that I really should get a filament dryer because it's starting to get pretty hygroscopic, I guess, from the moisture in the air. You guys run a lot of the TPU small, like a rubbery material, or no?
I rarely print it. I had to print something the other day on my Sobel SV08 for the box turtle coming up, and I kept screwing up print after print after print because I haven't printed with it in years. And I got on Sobel's site, and somebody had some recommended settings, and they worked out fine.
Yeah, I guess it's between the speed, the heat, and I actually took one of my little Ender 3s and put a direct drive on it and have it just preset to run this stuff, these little seals and stuff. But it's still, I think I'm going to have to put it in the dryer and get the Filaflex dried a little more because
hey, Matt, they're in chat.
Hey. All right. Is it okay for me to show it off? Your logo should be not a problem, I think.
Well, wait till they say in chat. Yeah, they said go ahead. Oh yeah, for sure.
There you go. And
Oh, cool.
There you go.
That's neat.
Cool.
yeah, came out very nice. That's the nice thing about lithophanes. You get very small detail in it. Like if you want to do fine print like writing, you're better off doing it into a lithophane than in a regular writing,
Oh,
because the writing comes out better.
ladies and gentlemen, we got Russ in the back room. I just now seen him. Hey, Russ.
Hey, how you going?
Real good. How you been?
Good. I ordered some of the Polymaker filament mat for lithophane. I want to try doing some of those, see what I can do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
My program usually makes a noise and somebody's in the back room and it didn't notify me. I didn't see you.
I figured let Matt, do what he was
Right.
doing. That was actually cool.
All right, Kenny wants to show off his project here he's been working on. Give the camera a second to focus.
I'm getting
there
a
you
little
go.
bit.
That's badass.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's getting there. I don't have the intakes done yet, which of course are gonna be red for the blower, and the pipes will come around and go up the back of the cab. And what slowed me down the most is waiting on AliExpress.
So they're gonna go up at the back of the cab, straight up, or go right out the
Yeah.
back?
Yeah, they come along the bottom of the cab, and they'll come back. Man, this thing throws me off every time.
Sure.
My coordination. Well, anyways, up the back.
Sure. Cool.
Along the floor and then up the back.
Yeah,
Nice.
that'd be cool.
And these do pop open.
Oh, that's nice.
So, anyways, there you go.
Very cool.
For
Are you
$60, you can have one too at 3dsets.com.
Are you using silk filament for the chrome?
Yes, and the body. And yes, I'm getting errors because I have that tubing that Jerry knows the name of it. That blue
Capricorn.
stuff, Capricorn. I'm using that, and the inside diameter of that tubing with silk, for some reason, it causes a lot of jams. Even though it should all be the same, diameter for the filament.
Every time I use it, it sticks to my hot plate. I have a hard time getting it off.
Here's a question for you, Kenny.
Yes. I was the same guy that was following you guys, but right now you're doing a few things. The reason why I haven't been around, you're doing a few things for the Colorado show.
Team Unicorn, what's up?
Huh?
I was saying hi to somebody in chat.
Anyways, I'm not going to Colorado this year. I thought I was going to, but instead I'm going to a laser launch out in New Orleans. So I can't afford both, so I can't go to Colorado this year. So since you guys are making like the remote control car for the races and all that, doesn't apply.
Yeah, on my box turtle, I got a black frame. The outside is going to be blue, kind of like a baby blue. The inside trays will be green. Then I also have some purple ASA that I'm doing a bunch of parts in. So it's going to be green, blue, and purple pretty much. And then once I get it built, I'll have to figure out how to put original vanilla clipper back on the SV08 and figure out what I'm going to do for a hot end setup with a cutter. I've been asking a few questions, but I haven't pursued it that much yet, but I'll have to figure that out when I get there.
All right. Well, I gotta install the what you call it, beta for the studio.
Hey, that guy makes what's going on? Let me share out a link if anybody wants to drop in. Here's a link in chat. Anybody that we know?
I finished that light I was showing you this morning. I got it set on a slow fade.
Oh, cool. Looks good.
That's neat.
That wood, it's this pre-laminated. You can get it in different colors. It's here, so you don't have to paint it. But man, when you cut it, it smells like my laser's parting.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that guy makes is popping in. What's going on, man?
Not much. I got another A1 Mini.
Yeah, I heard. I was
Great.
one click away from winning that. That was funny. He put me on late and it almost stopped on me. I didn't hear the details about it. Did you have to pay shipping down from Canada? Was it from him? Was it a new one? I didn't hear all that.
It was new. He bought it off of Bamboo's website.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad you won it. Be a fun little machine. Nice
Yeah.
having a machine that just works and you don't have to tinker with.
Yeah.
So I got something else I wanted to show you, Jerry. I
Sure.
went to Tractor Supply Company, and they have a clearance section, and I got these knives for $10.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, and so on this one, I put a couple guys in a fishing boat, and then this one, I did the deer and bear on a mountain, and I got a fiber laser. I want to try doing something on the metal. I haven't tried engraving metal before.
Nice.
I know I've seen you and Patrick have done some things, and I know that there's some settings and stuff that I need to get familiar with before I start doing it.
I've done coins and business cards. Kenny also has a fiber laser. The best thing you do if you don't want settings is most videos, people share their settings on what they're working on. So it's kind of like watch a lot of videos, write stuff down, and look on Facebook groups and write things down and just kind of figure it out from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick's pretty liberal with his settings.
Yeah, I saw that axe he did. That came out really good.
Here's my favorite knife right here. Yard sale, $20.
Oh,
I love this thing. I wrote on it, your journey is over. There's a sci-fi show I used to watch, and whenever somebody went on to the afterlife, that's what they told them as it happened. Your journey is over. So I used a dial laser a long time ago and put that on there. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
So talking about the different lasers, I did this with acrylic, and you can
Oh,
see
wow.
where I used two different acrylics. And on the purple, I did it on the diode, but with the blue, the diode laser doesn't really like to cut the blue acrylic, so I did this one on the UV, and I basically did the wood and spray painted the wood. It's cool when you hang it in the window because then when the light shines through it, it gives a reflection on the opposite wall. And then I got a 3D printed shadow box.
Oh, wow. Check that out.
And I want to do the same thing what I did with that light that I cut on the laser, where I want to put some light behind it, and because it's 3D, it's got dimension to it. Everything's on a different
Layer.
yeah. So I want to try and sneak some lights in there. And
The
Nice.
fox is a standoff from the back, or is there multiple layers behind the fox? Or is
it's standing off from the background layer. So there's like 4 different layers.
Wow.
You got the background, and then on this side over here, this is the first step. The fox is on another step. This right here on the side is on the third step, and then this right here on the bottom is on the last layer.
That's beautiful.
And that's all hand painted, right?
No, that's 3D printed.
Oh,
That's
3D, 3D.
yeah.
So that's not.
I used
Wow.
2 AMSs on the bamboo and did eight filaments.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frag's dropping in.
Hey guys, how's
Frag,
it going?
what's going on?
It's going.
Hey.
How'd you
This
guys?
here is hand painted. I think I showed this to you before, Jerry.
Whoa.
Wow, I don't think I've seen that. But we always have new people, so always re-show things, even if it's the same stuff in the same stream as people come and go. That is beautiful.
But this is, yeah, and that's all hand painted. And I was thinking about doing another one, and I use lighting gels for, like in those key lights that I do. And I was thinking about, instead of having the stained glass, I would put the lighting gel behind the windows, and then put like a puck light in there so that the light would shine through the windows.
Nice work.
It took about a week to put together, to
Wow.
paint it all and put it together.
Very creative. Yeah, Russ emails me all the time, and he sends me pictures of things he's working on. He's an amazing maker, and he's got some really amazing ideas. Oh, we got a raid coming in. Where's the raid coming from? Digital Dragon is rating with 40 viewers. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Raiders. I really appreciate it. Digital Dragon, I hope your stream went well. My name is Jerry with 3DHP, if you don't know me, and I stream every Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific. I'm live on YouTube and Twitch. I'm a content creator. I'm a maker. I 3D print. I do laser work, resin, CNC, a little bit of anything and everything, and I paint once in a blue moon. But thank you for rating, and I really appreciate it. And we have a maker hangout, so if any of you guys are makers, I know you're welcome to come in on camera and promote yourself and talk about what you're working on. We just got going here about 17 minutes ago. There'll be a pin post at this top. In a couple hours, we'll be giving away a roll of Polymaker filament, and that'll be worldwide. Thank you very much. Dog, stop. Leave me alone. Here, go away now. Wow, that was cool, getting a raid coming in. People don't raid me very often. I really appreciate it. So right now on Twitch, we got 36 viewers watching. But most people that raid in, they see something, they'll say, oh, that's boring, they leave. But I appreciate you coming on. If you do, stay, you do. If you don't, you don't. What happened? What happened? Something's going on. It kicked everybody out.
I know. Sorry about that,
Must have been
guys.
my internet. Okay, refresh. We got 70 people watching now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Why did Talk Studio just kick everybody out?
Yeah, I've been doing this. Everybody who just joined.
Lemuri
list of
3D.
things.
That is really cool.
It's a lithophane CMYK in color, no black and white.
Should make one that says raid.
Excellent. Oh, and those watching that just popped in, rated in, I'm going to be building a box turtle live next week. I'm getting all the parts printed now in ASA and PLA. LDO Jason sent me over a kit. I'll be reviewing that, putting it together, and in multiple streams. So sometime next week, you'll see a post up on YouTube. I don't think I'm going to stream to Twitch, probably just YouTube on that. So what's going on, Frank? What's new with you, bud?
Working on the Defiant case that's in the garage, and then I'm working on this bad boy.
Oh, cool. Thundercat related, I'm sure.
Yeah. So it's called the Thunderstrike, and they never made. They advertised it in the catalog for a prototype, and they never made it. Super 7, came out with their Thunder Tank about 3 or 4 years after I did mine,
Uh-huh.
two-seater Thunder Tank. So they've been doing some vehicles, but they do a lot of figures, and so they came out with the figure that actually goes with this vehicle, but he doesn't have anything. I mean, that was one of his main things. Like pretty much the whole second season of Thundercats was this vehicle flying around all over the place. So maybe 6 years ago, I designed it, and I just never pulled the trigger. I just never said, okay, let's finish it, let's print it out, let's do it. And so this year I was like, you know what? All these projects that have just been sitting on the back burner, I'm just going to go ahead and knock it out while I'm kind of working on that Defiant PC case.
Thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that.
What software are you using? Like
ZBrush,
Fusion
Fusion,
360 or
3D Builder, whatever gets the job done. I'm pretty much a ZBrush guy, which when you're trying to do movable parts in Fusion, it's not, or in ZBrush, it's not the same as in Fusion. Fusion, you can be very accurate for, but you lose kind of that hands-on as you do in ZBrush, which is more sculpting. So most of this was done in ZBrush. So what I usually do, because I've been doing it so long, the parts that kind of rotate, I really just make a cylinder the size that will be that hole, and then at the same time I duplicate it and then bring it down a little bit, because ZBrush does not have increments. Like you can't see if a part is 1 by 1 by 1. I think their thing is like units, or it's something specific, and I have never had it on my screen, so I don't even know. So I just kind of go, here's a big circle, duplicate it and bring it down just a little bit. So I then subtract the big one, and then I have the little one as the pin, and then everything else is sculpted. Now my son did help me. There were some parts that I wanted. When you sculpt in ZBrush, you can mirror and you can do certain things, and he's a real good. He's gotten really great at Blender. So I had him bring the canopy in to just the side that I thought was the best. I had him slice it down the middle, mirror it, and then bring it back in, and so he'd have a little bit of. He's 17. He doesn't have a lot of real world experience with deadlines or understanding. Hey, this is a customer, and I want X, Y, Z. So I would say, here's what I want. And that wasn't the only thing. And then he'd send it to me, and I'd say, that's not what I told you to do. And I was trying not to be his dad. I was trying to be like, if you want to do this, you're going to have to deal with people. This is exactly what I want, and I'm not paying you until I get it.
Yeah.
So
that's the way it goes.
Yeah, when I was a
That's
kid, I
true
had
life,
those
man.
big GI Joes. They're like 10 or 12 inches tall. They would fit in that probably.
But I don't think it's going to hit. Jerry knows. Like, Jerry's known me a long time, almost 8 years. That was pretty much what got me on the scene, was my Thunder Tank. I didn't even know that there was a community like this. I had no idea. I was just a guy who wanted to build a 2-seater Thunder Tank. That's it. And I couldn't believe that people in the 3D print community hadn't done this. Nobody had done it. So I spent 6 months of my life learning how to design, 3D print, and I made this remote controlled 3D printed Thunder Tank, which I sold for a good penny, which I didn't want to do. But that's what made me a name. And this one, I don't think is going to do as much. There's in every show, there's something that everybody loves and everybody likes. This was mine. I thought the character was cool. He was old school. His name was Linkso. He was blind. And for the first 2 episodes he's in, it pretty much seems like everybody's sucking on his cats. He is just like, whatever you want, Link. So that's great. Like it was just like, okay. And then they came out with his vehicle, and I was like, this is like Mask, if you thought about it, because the two pods actually disconnect. So it's actually three vehicles. And if anybody remembers the show Mask, it was kind of like a mix between G.I. Joe and Transformers, because their cars would do all these. It was like a Camaro, and it had wings on it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't make a lot of stuff like that anymore, or shows. So this was my, one thing that I was like, you know what, this year we're going to do this. We're going to get it knocked out, and it's gotten good traction in the like Thundercat groups, but not as much as when I did my tank. That thing was a big deal because nobody had done it. Now you can go on Thingiverse and find a 2-seater Thunder tank to print for yourself. But back then there was nothing. So that's what I'm working on.
I feel old. I can go back, not Thundercats, Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds, yeah.
Yeah.
That's old. That's way back. That's 60s.
Yeah, they had some cool vehicles though.
No.
What about everybody else? What's everybody else working on, or did I miss that?
I'm just printing stuff with a Box Turtle. It's like an AMS, like Bamboo, but it's open source from Box Turtle, and it's an LDO kit, and I'll be live streaming that starting next week.
I'm playing around in Autodesk right now.
3dsets.com, RC controlled. Very cool.
Do you like doing those kind of things, Kenny? Because I got a Dodge Charger that I'm working on to make that about that big, and it's a Roadster Dodge Charger, like a 69, 68, and I've been kind of debating on whether or not to make it.
The only problem I got so far is waiting on AliExpress for parts. That's the only problem I got. Other than that, yeah, I like them. I mean, I should get my parts from Amazon, but you got to pay a little bit more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got somebody new in chat, but I think he was here last week. You all know who he is. He's a very funny man. What's going on, bud?
How did I become new?
If you have an LDO kit, it may come with the rubbers. I hope it does. I really hope it does, because I've seen somebody that got one from KB3D the other day. I forget who I was watching, and they were separate in a bag. They came with it. I forget who it was. I've been watching everybody, bits and pieces of everybody building it. But yeah, I haven't slid off the sleeve to open the box. You know, I might just wait for the live stream. I might slide it off early. I don't know yet. Let's see. What's new with you, Dave? What's going on?
Me? I'm printing. What am I doing? I'm doing a lot of stuff. I've got maker chips over there. I've got a wheel and a wheel over here for the trash can outside that somehow I've lost my trash can wheel. It's disappeared. So I've got one going in ASA and one going in PET G, because we're just going to see what happens. Let's see what happens over time. This might be like a 2-year, 3-year thing. Can you, Storm, stop eating the dog on Manta?
Hobby Main. Is that from 3D, what 3D kits, or where did this truck come from? Let me show a picture. Let's see what he says in chat about it. He shared my screen. He posts this over in general on my Discord or under pictures. That looks really cool. That's like your truck, nice. Isn't it, Kenny?
Here, let me finish doing this thing, and I'll share my screen.
Kenny, so you have a truck like that, Kenny? Similar?
Oh, you mean my real truck? Yeah.
Yeah,
But mine's white.
that looks
Nice
cool.
job.
Really nice.
Because I was like, huh? Because my truck, the Reefer looks like a late 40s, early 50s.
Beautiful.
Yeah. What year is that supposed to be?
I don't know. Let's say in chat.
Yeah. Mine's the 2022 Silverado 4x4 Duramax.
I need to look at something different anyway.
Well, he said he found it on Colts.
Yeah, nice. I would probably do a white one to match my real truck. I sometimes wish my real truck was a different color than white, but oh well.
Yeah, I worked construction for so long. I hate white because all construction trucks are white. I don't like white.
With a big old logo on the side.
My son likes black. What's bad about black in Vegas? It's hotter than hell, and it instantly gets dirty from dust as soon as you wash it. So I prefer blue whenever possible.
I had to run that thing through like those automatic car washes. They're popping up all over right now. At least here in the Vegas Valley they are.
Yeah.
And there's a newer one up here. I had to run that thing twice, and all it was from her driving in the rain. When we had the rain last week or week before. Because there was dirt on the side of it. It wasn't like we did mud puddling. That thing didn't work to save its life. They don't want a guy there with a brush. And he ran through twice, still was dirty. I know, we're talking about 3D and we're talking about cars.
Had enough. Okay, how you doing? What's going on? Please smash the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff if you have time. Polymaker dark blue PLA. Okay.
Yeah, I should be getting a new reel today. And
Putting,
I know Jerry, I know you say about them cardboard rolls.
Yeah.
But like the ones for my body, the body of the truck, I am getting smashed.
I get a lot of them in the mail like that. They're coming damaged quite often.
Right there.
Yeah.
I print these out for those.
Yeah, those plastic things you can put around.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Snap right off over cardboard.
Yeah, because this one's bunny hopping. So
Yeah, when they start hopping, I weight them down. I used to use great big Craftsman sockets, and then I went to a printed piece I screw in that's got desiccant in the middle of it. But yeah, they like to hop.
Yeah, because I still have the bed to do. I have some of the accessories from the bed done already. Like I have the valves for the extinguisher done in chrome, and I have the valves for the nitro.
That'd be cool if that blower would spin up. It had a little motor on that pulley and it'd spin up.
I would love to put LEDs for headlights on this thing, but I don't know how I would do it. But anyways, I got a new roll of coming for this blue.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get it. I'm eventually gonna get a splicer, man. Has anybody got one yet? Those splicers?
I need
Well,
one. Like the
Malone,
Splicer?
I haven't heard back from
I have
him.
one of those.
3D prints. I haven't heard back from him. I'm not sure how he's doing. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, because
Zany Maker Zach, I don't know. I think he's busy this week, he said. He had something going on.
he's got
Yeah,
a
he's
show.
at Carlisle
Carlisle.
Maker Fair or something he had to go to.
Well, I went to the dentist 2 days ago and I got that bad tooth pulled. Oh, that's a splice kit from Sunlu?
Yeah.
Cool. Have you tried it yet?
Yes, I have.
You like it? Seem to work okay?
Yeah, it works pretty good, and there's some good printed mods to make it way easier for you. This one, for example, goes and lets you do the filament without. It makes it harder to screw up. In other words, because it's not exactly easy to not screw up.
Oh, nice.
So what did we get for our birthday?
That printer there in the corner, named Thanos. It's the same printer as this one, except 3 years newer.
What brand?
Kingerin. It's the KP3S 3.0.
Do they print pretty good?
Yeah, they do. With Orca Slicer. This one's running brand new Marlin, and this one's still running stock firmware. I'm not sure which one I like better yet, but they're both decent machines. They're manual bed leveling though, but they're not bad. And the yellow one was my first one, and this is one of the newest.
I'm sure glad you're wearing something other than that T-shirt. 'Cause you got two cameras running. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do know that.
Okay.
That's my stream setup.
It's like you see a guy out doing the news and his kids runs in the back room and he's only wearing a suit, you know, from the waist up kind of thing. He's wearing shorts or something, flip flops.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not Dave. I'm always wearing jeans.
Dave, how much of your wife's printer do you have done? How far? I don't know how far you've gotten on that.
Which one? My wife's printer? You mean the one that we told her we're going to use the filament sensor cable that I accidentally screwed up, literally, by putting a screw in it?
Oh, I haven't been following you lately, so
twice,
I'm not sure how far you got on it.
Yeah, the A1's back up and printing. The A1's printing maker chips. It's been printing maker chips just continuously for days now.
Wow, you got a printer that starts new right out of the box running. Wow. What about that Boron?
No. I'm literally sitting here trying to find the sensor, the end stop, because I went back to mechanical end stops. And now I've took off this one off of Creality, and now I can't find my end stops. There's a pile of parts, and I know there's an end stop in there somewhere.
What kind of car is that going to be, Bragg?
It's a 69 Dodge Charger, but with no roof.
Charger.
With no roof.
You mean convertible?
No, convertible. The top there would be a top period. There's nothing. It's just going to be a roadster.
Roadster. Yeah.
Yeah, a roadster.
When I was a kid, I think I was 17, 18, I had a 69 Firebird. Had it painted red, nice car.
I had a smoking road runner with an Escalator and racing cam, double pumper Holly. Let's see, Doug Thurley headers, ladder bar traction in the back. Man, I miss that car.
4 miles to the gallon, Kenny?
A little bit.
Yeah.
456 rear end.
Hey, Kaggle, how you doing today? What's going on? Bragg is showing a design here, something he's working on.
Yeah, that was it. I was just showing because I've been watching a lot of those ones that like Kenny's doing, and my oldest, my 17-year-old son, he loves Dukes of Hazzard, and I was like, well, you can't find those kits anymore. They canceled culture that a long time ago, probably about 8 years ago. So I was like, well, we'll just make our own.
Yep. Had a hook. Yeah. 69 road. I used to smoke Corvettes with that car. They thought I was big, all big and heavy, and they thought they would blow me away. Not a chance. I miss them days. We didn't hook up our cars to computers because there was nothing to hook up to.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I still don't have my wife's car running, her Mercedes. I took off the $35 Amazon fuel pump. I bought a $170 Bosch from partsgeek.com, put that on it. Didn't fix it. So I got one more fuse box I got to look at up under the hood. And then if it's not that, then it's a computer because it's not pumping. The fuel pump relay isn't clicking. It's not getting gas. So it intermittently works when it wants to. Most of the time, it's not running. Won't start. I'm supposed to smog it in 3 weeks, so I'm gonna have to drop the registration on it, let it expire, and then leave insurance on it. Then when I do get it fixed and running, then I'll get online with DMV and I'll get a 20-day moving permit, drive it around, smog it, and then either sell it or pay the registration at that point. But anyway, I've been dumping a lot of money into it, trying to fix problems.
Yeah. German taxis, man. Those are a lot of fun to work on. Meaning Mercedes Benz, Audis, those over in Germany, they use those for taxis.
Yeah, go ahead.
They make them there, so it's that's their Chevy.
Yeah.
Mercedes Benz.
It's not currently throwing any code. Every code it thrown in the past, I replaced that sensor, but currently it's not throwing any codes.
So while serving there, I rode in some nice cars, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed those days.
Fuel rail's not getting gas on the engine. It was, and then it wasn't. Then it's had air pressure, and yeah.
My days were decades ago. That's the problem.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah,
Games.
mine too.
Appreciate it.
I was about to say mine too at this point. God, I forgot that. Couple decades.
I know a whole bunch of old people.
I mean, I met my wife here in Vegas, and we're this March we're going on 30 years. So it shows you how long I've been out. Met her in '95, and I got here in like '87 or '88. I got here.
Hey Phil, what's going on? 3DP UK Tech Channel. What's happening? If you're young like that guy makes down below and just turned 15, don't worry, life flies. Enjoy your time. One of these days you're gonna go, oh my God, I'm how old? And I don't fit in with these people no more. Time flies, bud. Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah.
Enjoy having a job and working. Enjoy looking at your watch saying, I wish it was time to go home. But now that I'm 60 and I'm retired at 49, the days go by that quick. So
Time keeps on slipping into the future. Shoes choosing that ain't got no shoes. Be the people.
Anything you guys want to talk about that you're working on or upcoming or anything? There's a link for anybody in chat wants to drop in if I know who you are. You're welcome to come in on camera and promote yourself, talk about what you're working on.
I'm still working on the project of getting my filament together for my charity project changes, but so far no luck. So next week I'm gonna most likely buy my own filament and then start printing. I had one donation from one person, so
It's an Australian Ford Mondeo. A fella in Australia got a hold of me, and he wanted I don't know why one of these cars. He likes the Mondeo, I guess. So I drew this up in SolidWorks, and so hopefully I'll get her finished. I'm going to do a glass insert and do a vacuum injected glass insert in here with acetate or something like that to get the glass in there. But yeah,
cool. It's got left-hand steering.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's actually a race car driver that he likes that had one of these, I guess, in the racing in Australia. So
yeah,
I made it so that the lights pop in and works out pretty good.
Well, NASCAR is a left turn the whole track. Go down, everything's a left turn.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a Volvo V40 model.
Could you Google it?
Yeah, so far nothing.
I'm just wondering. I mean, I'm not trying to be political, but can you imagine last weekend being in the Beast and being at a slant on those tracks at that bank and being in the Beast?
Yeah. Yeah, those. I've done a lot of saw cutting at a couple different tracks like that, and they're real steep.
So you'd like a Volvo P40, you said?
Yeah, I think so.
if you can get me some images, top view, side views, front view, back view, I could probably draw one up.
Oh, brilliant. Hold on. Your
If you can
Discord,
get-
right, Andrew? Or
What's that?
Facebook? We're friends on Facebook, right? Yeah.
Yeah. If you can get me the views, the big thing is to get the views of all sides of the car, and it takes a little bit of time, but it's pretty easy to make one up. Depends on what kind of detail you want too. If there's certain rims and interior, if you want the interior done.
No, just the outside.
Yeah, not a problem. I
Well,
do a lot of slot cars and stuff.
Lot cars.
I make slot cars, and here's a Mondale that's painted.
Really?
It's got the glass in it.
Years ago, there was a YouTube channel about slot cars with, and they were like, speed them up real good, or, they had some kind of punchline, and they had some serious looking tracks.
Yeah, I've got some of the Scale Electric stuff's pretty cool, the old stuff. There's another slot car.
Yeah, my hometown had a track, so yeah, I got into that young.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's fun stuff.
If I'm printing a mask, I'll angle it backwards, have all the supports primarily behind it. If I'm printing a helmet, I only do the perimeter supports, eye sockets, things like that. You never on a helmet need internal supports for the top. Up here, you're going to have very minor stringing, but you never need supports for the top of a helmet, if that helps at all.
And for the record, Las Vegas does have tracks. I've been to one. There's one at Charleston and Rainbow. Yeah.
Hey,
and for the contact
Andrew.
for the controllers, they use poker chips underneath it, so you don't touch the base. You just got the little screws sticking up. You use poker chips, kind of cool.
All these masks back here in the back, if you can see
Your
them,
Star
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next to the big alien, those are all angled back slightly backwards when I printed all those. That way I keep supports off the face of it. And if it's a helmet like the stuff that's on top, or over here on my other side, these helmets, you never have internal supports for the top of the head because it'll print fine with minor stringing.
You have a Star Wars figurine on it, right? On your, a guy in red and a stormtrooper on your Facebook. Yeah.
Telling me?
Yeah. On Facebook, your main character, you have a Star Wars guy holding a sword, the laser sword, and
Matt, who are you addressing?
different Andrew then, different Andrew.
Okay.
I forgot your last name. Sorry.
Also, if you have a mask with a nose,
I have like 10 Andrews on my friends list.
If you have a mask with a nose coming out flat, you need support.
Let me send you something, Matt. I'll send you something.
Only use tree supports. Don't use conventional supports. If you have a mask with a nose, angle it back so it's printing upwards. You don't need supports on it. If it's perfectly flat, like under a chin, you're going to need supports. But I recommend only tree supports. Don't use old-fashioned conventional supports. Use Orca or bamboo slicer. Slice it up, slide it down, look at it, see how it's going to print. Or do a small test print. Okay, I'm not talking. You guys can go ahead now. We've interrupting each other.
Don't all talk at once. I'm in a good mood, but I don't know what to talk about it. I really have no news, really, except, I'm kind of stuck with my project, but it will move on.
What the hell's going on here, man?
That new Elegoo printer they came out with a pre-sale for, what is it, $299? I think.
Yeah, the cheaper one is 200.
Oh, 200, 199.
Yeah, and the enclosed one is $299.
Yeah, the
Like, there's an
Century
unenclosed
Carbon.
version?
Yeah, it's called. Let's just take off the carbon, and that's the unenclosed one.
Oh, I need $200.
You know, you can always, if you're looking for that first Core XY, you still got your King Rune. You can go get the, what is it, the KLP1. They're on
That's
sale for $139.
wait, what? When did they ever hit that low? I've
They're
never seen it
a
go that low.
$100 coupon right now, I believe it is. Off from the 220 something they are, the 230 something. There's a $100 coupon off. Yeah,
Yep.
you gotta go check it out.
People call a lot of those printers beginner printers. Well, I'm not a beginner 3D printer. I've been doing this for a very long time. And as you know, I've done an awful lot of stuff over the years. And I would definitely jump on something like that.
This is what happens when you press too long. It melts
So-
back. I was trying to do
Dave-
it with Mom.
Dave, what was the company you said you wouldn't touch about a month or so ago?
What do you mean?
We were talking about a printer company one time. You said you would never touch
Oh,
them.
Anchor Make, the one that
Feel it.
TGM's dealing with.
Yeah, Dave, Red Light here's got a comment. You should get the new elevator. You want to have to build a Core XY.
I don't have Core XYs already. I'm just the Voron. You know, everybody builds a Voron sooner or later, and then
Yeah.
you're
But
cheap
lots of
out and
people
don't.
finish it.
I built a rat rig, or at least I tried to. I'll be honest, I failed.
Okay, question here. Every print I've ever done in my entire life, I don't like, first off, I don't like Cura, but I used to have it on my computer, never liked it. 6 top layers, 4 bottom, 4 perimeter, most of the time 5 or 6% infill, unless it's a structural part or something, it's going to get a lot of force. If it's a mask or a helmet, usually 5 or 10% infill. Layers are always 6-4-4. I forget what they call that in Cura. They don't call them. I think it's walls, or I don't know what they call it in Cura, but perimeters. Anyway, shut up.
Is anybody lagging like about 5 seconds? Like
No.
if you move the video and then you don't see that move for like about 5 seconds.
I'm not sure.
She's pretty
Seems to
instant.
be fine here.
Yeah, I'm lagging like about 5 seconds.
Yeah, to repeat that, in all slicers, I use 6 top layers, 4 bottom, 4 perimeter, like 5% infill for a mask, for a statue, for anything. If it's a structural part and it might get some, moving around, force, tool, something like that, I might use 20%. Slice it, look at it, drag your slider down, look what the infill on the inside looks like, see how it looks. Do you have plenty of infill? You can always cut down if you need to. But yeah, my layers are always 6-4-4. And one of the prints here, as a matter of fact, I tried ironing the other day for the first time. I was printing for the box turtle for the filament trays. One of them, I had a bad spot, and one of them is kind of rough. So when I redone the next 3, I turned on ironing, and when I got done and looked at them, they all looked the same to me. You can't really tell I used ironing on any of them. But I thought I'd try it because there's one area kept printing out kind of rough. There you go, Matt.
Sweet.
Yeah. See, white. And have another one. I did this all last week. This one.
Yeah, default layers usually can't go wrong, but sometimes I bump them up, and most of the time I bump them up.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I got to try doing that someday. I tell you. I'm sure they won't look like that.
Alexa, lights, please.
Hey guys, I'm Cure. What do they call the layers? Are they perimeters? I don't use Cura. Shells. I think they call them shells.
Shells or walls.
Yeah, shell, top, bottom, perimeter. Yeah.
I
I
threw a
have no
link in
problem
chat, Matt, for you to look at if you want to get a hold of me.
Okay.
What?
I learned a lot from Cure when I first started.
When I done that giant Joker behind me, that's full scale, that's sitting somewhere right behind me. Where's it at? It's below the USS Enterprise. when I done that, I had a lot of trouble when I was printing the base on it. So when I got up to the upper body, I used lightning infill and made it completely hollow because I was wasting so much filament printing it. I finally said, you know what, screw this. And I used lightning, but I used 6 walls, 644 like normal, and it's very strong. Then I glued it all together. And back in the day, lightning wasn't around. Lightning can only put supports where they have to be on the inside.
In which chat did you put it in?
The live chat, you'll see Andrew Moss. And M-A-S-S-E is my last name.
I'm getting serious lag now.
I don't know, 'cause I don't see any lag at all here. Your bars are on the screen. Your bars look good.
Huh.
You seem to be moving okay.
Because like when I just seen Dave talking or something like that, and I just seen him. You know.
Are you looking at Twitch?
I'm on mute. I'm muted. I was talking to the wife. She was asking me questions.
Okay.
If you're watching Twitch or YouTube, it'd be delayed. But if you're watching what you're on,
Just a stream, and then I have a chat pop out for the chat.
what infill? That's user choice. It could be rectangular. Way back in the day, I used to use. Sometimes gyroid. It all depends. Just have to experiment. Or,
Infill, you said? Infill? Someone had a question about
Oh no, not the naked benches.
infill. You wanted to know about infill?
Just experiment. There's no right or wrong
infill?
answer. Everybody does things different.
Exactly. What infill are you interested in? I have all the infills. We printed every infill on benchies. So every benchy, I have every infill in every benchy. So whatever your favorite infill is, I have them all printed at 20%.
It's cool.
Where's
But it
gyroid?
burns a lot of filament up. So it all depends
Where's
what the part
gyroid?
is.
Gyroid is no, that's not gyroid.
It all depends.
There we go. There's gyroid. 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 It's one of my favorites.
Wow. That thing would
Yeah.
sink.
And then this one was the Hilbert curve. The Hilbert curve one, which comes out really weird.
What the hell?
And
Do you have any
Where's-
with lightning, which looks like toothpicks?
no, I don't have the lightning. I got dogged for that I don't have the lightning. I have the, what is this one? Oh, I think that's a line rectilinear. No,
So you
it's
just
not.
did
I don't-
it.
Honeycomb. Everybody loves honeycomb. So you have your honeycomb one. And I forget which one this one is, but I think this is the first one. The first one on everyone's that no one ever uses, but it looks just like a normal benchy because there's no structural support down. It's just all like that. Where's the weird one?
Just go with stock
Yeah,
settings, print it, see how you like it, and then experiment as you go forward and as you get older and the years pass.
Yep. And then there's Archimedes cords. I've never used this before.
Hey,
It's like
Dumbo Robot, how
there's
you
a whole
doing?
circle over and over and over and over again. Where's the one? I forget what this one is. I forget what the heck that one is, but that's some type of something. Somebody else knows.
That one must be cat paw. There's the cat right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on, get down. Yeah, we have all the infills. And then Terry broke one, of course. One of I forget. I think that's cubic. Because cubic does not support. Cubic doesn't have anything to support. And that's all 20%. So the infill levels from one to another, they're drastically different, but that's still 20%. So, Torma, get out of the way. You're eating my stuff.
What's going on, Tony?
Put my benchies back.
Wigglepill.
Yeah. I need to do the lightning one, though.
You need to print a benchy wrap for him.
I want to print a big 300% one in my favorite, which is crosshatch, which I just lost in there. I'm not pulling them back out. Watch out.
Yep. Typical cat. Jumped right back
Come on.
up. Even when you put him on the floor.
I don't. Not right now. Not in front of company. There's no loving on daddy right now. Can you go away?
Daddy. Oh man.
Yes. You don't know, Torma. Thank you.
I think Trevor that was on last week that had the fire on his V400. I think he told me the company came back, FL Sun, and they said something about, oh, we had a bad batch of their what's it called?
MOSFET?
SSRs.
No, the MOSFET, not SSR. The
All right.
MOSFET that caught fire. Oh, we had a bad batch. We'll send you out another one. That kind of. Anyway,
Should send him a new printer at that point.
I've had many printers running. I used to run them 24/7. Lots of printers throughout the years. I've been printing since 2017. I've been at work. I don't know. Was I retired? No, I was retired. I've been gone, whatever, and I've never had anything ever catch fire on me or have an issue or anything. And if there ever was a problem, thermal runaway always caught it, but never had a problem.
Do you guys ever do any work with translucent filament?
I've printed with it, but not specifically for a purpose.
Yeah.
I actually did this in the translucent filament, and then I did this, and this is actually a combination of this one here is PETG translucent filament, and this one here is PETG translucent, but I also used PLA, which I actually didn't think would work because of the different temperatures needed, but it actually stuck together. I got a bunch of translucent filament. I want to figure out some things to do with it.
Okay, here's a really long comment. It's going to take up a lot of room.
Hey, you guys don't have to see me anymore.
I'm locked out too.
Nice.
Oh, the Ender 3 V2.
Me too.
Interesting. That was my second printer.
Right there, that one right there. That's a V2.
Original Enders, I have a few laying around in another room. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the man up in Canada, the one and only DeWitt 3D10. What's going on, Tim?
Hey! I gotta mute my YouTube. There we go. I gotta mute. Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good. We're all ready
Awesome.
for the next. We're all ready for the next box build. That'll be tomorrow night, right?
Yes, starting it. That's what all this junk is all over my table and everything. So, well, except the torch. The torch was just to warm myself up because it was cold down here. But it's not warm anymore. It's not cold anymore. We're in a warm spell now. So,
Well,
cool.
Print some more stuff and it will warm up your room.
I know. I got to get these printers going or something, but I got to shuffle things around because I got to bring my my Voron 2.4 up here for when I get the box turtle ready to run it. So I want to bring it up onto the bench and do a little bit of swapping. I'm running out of room, honestly, but it is what it is. So got to do what I got to do.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, just heat the beds for a little bit. It'll warm up pretty quick.
You want to pay my electric bill? Actually, it wouldn't increase my electric bill too much.
Really, TGM? Did you really go there?
Yes, I do.
I don't heat my beds.
I don't heat my beds unless it's cold.
What's your location in Canada?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Me? Canada. Calgary, Alberta.
Calgary? Okay.
Yeah.
I was on your stream the other night. I was wondering why you were. I was so far ahead of you. I didn't know where you were. I thought you were down towards Hamilton or something.
Oh no! I grew up in Toronto, but I've been in Calgary most of my life. So
okay.
Yeah.
Calgary's above what state here in the U.S.? What part of the country?
If we go straight south, we hit Montana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Midwest.
Yeah. That big old Montana border. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm reprinting some parts here because I realized watching Modbot stream that these little parts here. These little parts here, if you put those heat sets in too deep, you're going to have trouble sliding the rod through here. And I didn't. You can see that one's in too deep. I tried to pull it out, but with no
Oh, I
luck.
see that.
So I'm
Nice.
just actually I think they're still they're printed over there. So I'm going to reprint them, all of them, and then just put new heat sets in them and do that. So I was watching Modbot stream the other day and he was talking about it, and I thought I better check that, and I looked, and sure enough, 3 or 4 of mine I've gone a little too deep with the heat insets. So yeah, got to fix them up. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I bought that heat insert like you got, the one you sent me the link to on Amazon.
Oh yeah, it works well.
Yeah,
It's good.
the one that KB3D sells, I don't know if it comes with the soldering gun or not. So I
Not
wound up
sure.
buying one like you have. Got it put together. Like a dummy, I bought the same type of film. I got ASA and PLA like you did, but I'm going with blue and green. And I printed out like 3 days worth of parts on my X1 Carbon. It's like, oh no, I'm using PLA and it's the wrong color. So I had to start over and keep reprinting.
But
Hopefully you
Tim,
didn't waste too much. Yes. Oh, look at that. That's the cab of a tractor trailer. Look at that.
no, it's just it's the Reaper.
Oh, the Reaper. I have no idea. I'm not a car person, right? So
That's beautiful. I love that blower on there.
Yeah, it's 3dsets.com. RC vehicle.
What kind of horsepower does that have, Kenny?
The Reaper.
It's supposed to be a 426.
Is that the Reaper, the song where they have too much cowbell on the Saturday night? Anyways, yeah.
No, you got to have more cowbell.
More cowbell.
That's the one. Right. More cowbell.
More cowbell. That's Blue Oyster Cult.
Your music, Prag.
Yep.
I know music better than I know cars. Oh, there they are. They did print.
Sorry.
There you go.
More cowbell. Yeah.
So Tim, it's only fair. Like I keep saying, man, you made a Barbie printer, now make a freaking Ken printer.
Well, eventually, I got to get this thing built first, and yada yada. I had a little accident.
A blue one.
I had a little accident with my Wally, but I'm not going to talk about that much. But he fell off the shelf, and you just imagine Humpty Dumpty, except this was Wally.
Oh,
kind of like what happened to Jerry's Alien.
Probably, yeah. I was cleaning up and I bumped him with my elbow, and it's one of those things where
when you get older, everything jumps out in front of your hand.
I was afraid to dive to catch him because I didn't want to break my bones. I figure better to break Wally than break my bones. So he's over on the shelf in a few pieces.
Well, no, hold on. I'm getting. Have you ever looked for something, found it early in the morning, then needed it later that day, and it's no longer there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. I lost my reading glasses one time. Took me 15 minutes to find them. They were on my head.
I have done that.
Has anybody done screw bed leveling on a Neptune 4?
Plus and 4, yeah. Yeah, what are you asking? It's the old school way. It's the old tram the
old
bed.
school way, but it doesn't work.
Oh yeah, it does as long as you do the service pack upgrade on the firmware.
Mine
because it does. Oh, you didn't do the upgrade? The firmware? You didn't upgrade the firmware that fixes the issue with all the Neptune 4 lines? Sir.
I'm running Open Neptune. I have no idea.
I used to have a ender that had really flimsy springs on it, so I had to order the thick, heavy yellow ones that are flat on the tops. When you compress them, they actually stack on each other. Hello, Non-Fam. How you doing today?
Basically, yeah, on the Neptune lineup, they had bad firmware out the box where the sensorless homing amperage was set wrong, or the steps were set wrong, and the motor amperage was also set wrong. So it had a lot of issues getting the Z offset correct, getting your homing correct. Once you put the update firmware and the service pack, it fixed everything. And then you just go back to the old school, adjust the knobs and make sure your bed's level. You use a little sheet of paper. There's so many different videos out there.
And if they have a Facebook group, all that would be common knowledge. I don't have that printer, but every printer has a Facebook group. So go to the group, do a search for a subject or scroll, and you'll find it. when I go to a Facebook group wanting to know something about what I'm working on, I'll go to the question mark and I'll type in what I'm looking for because somebody's probably already talked about it, and just go through and read the posts.
So
Thank you
come
very
and
much
join
for
us.
follow. Appreciate that, Timor714. I think I know who you are. Thank you very much for following on Twitch.
And in case
Appreciate
this
that.
ever happens to anybody else, when you get older like me, Mr. Saw on the lag. I had another instance of either Firefox or Chrome up, and I was actually watching through YouTube that I just minimized. Now I'm just watching the stream, and it's perfect. So, duh.
Has any of you guys used a Crowley Nebula Pad Smart Kit? Does it speed up? Put it on Ender 3.
Right there and right there. And yes, it does speed up the Ender 3 because it puts a clipper on them. Well, actually, one there and one over there. But yeah, we have one. What's the most recent one? Would be the SE. Ignore the Webster.
Spidey Man.
Yeah. This one
My
should be
favorite superhero when I was a kid, Spider-Man. I met him at a convention as a little kid, and I asked if he could climb up the wall, and he just shook his head.
Yeah, this one's on the Ender 3 SE Nebula Kit add-on package, which gives you access to the printer via the web. It gives you a web interface, and you can mod. I mean, it's SE. You can mod it. This is a good stepping stone to add things easier through the Clipper config option. Get back in there. I need you. Oh, baby.
So, Tim, I got some of that instant adhesive that you were showing on your live stream, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this
What do you
stuff
think?
looks great.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got that one, and now there's another one I've got that I like. That's the really watery one, right?
No, this is the thick.
Oh, that's the thick. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that stuff works great. And I found another one. It's a 2P-10. Yeah, that's a great adhesive, that one.
Yeah, they got three in this version. They got the thick, they got the thin, and they got a medium. And everything I use, I need thick. And I actually use this to put that new light together that I built.
Oh, okay.
So what glue is that? I couldn't make it out. It was blurry, a little bit blurry on me.
Give it a minute, it'll clear up. Hold on, we'll clear up. There you go.
There you are, yeah.
CYA fix.
I'm gonna have to get some of that then. So it's actually is it as good as it's a fast drawing like a crazy glue? Or?
It is. Like 20 seconds. You hold it for 20 seconds and it's fixed. Yeah, and it takes, and that's without any accelerant. And then to get to completely dry, it's about 1 minute. And I got 2 bottles on Amazon, was like $15.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Well, my Stream Deck I've been having trouble with. If you remember, in the last couple of years, I used my Stream Deck for sound quite a bit. Then I quit using it. I've updated the drivers. I plugged it into a different USB source. And yesterday, when I was watching a YouTube video, I was playing with it, testing different sounds. The minute the sound goes off and I can't hear it no more, my audio from YouTube is crackly. It isn't really clear. And the only way to get rid of it is to reboot the computer, and I can't figure out why.
Huh.
Drive me nuts.
Yeah, it would drive me nuts too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I haven't tested it with just audio, but I need to do that. So if I'm going to be live streaming my Box Turtle build, I need to switch between different cameras.
Oh, I just use my keyboard for that.
What?
You can just use your keyboard for that.
Well, yeah, if I have to, yeah. With OBS, assign it to a key.
So that light that I was showing you guys, I actually made 2 living hinges for it. And what I did was where the holes are here, I actually put the different layers of the light, and I used that CA glue and basically held each layer in place for like 20 seconds until it was dry. And then I took the second living hinge, and then just wrapped it around the body of the light and glued it all together.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Living hinges are really cool. Just cut
Yeah.
cut the slots in it.
Well, they're better than dead hinges, but yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
So let me show that light again, and you see.
Love to see it.
Yeah, go to the. I mean, that's basically just all living hinges to make the box.
That's cool.
Nice. Hold on, Kenny. There you go. Did you reboot?
No, just everything froze again for everybody.
Really?
No.
I'm not sure why. I
No.
don't see it happening. Earlier, everybody blinked off. Remember that happened to me, and everybody went in the back room, and I had to bring everybody
Right.
back in.
Yeah, because
Mm.
when it came back up, you were talking about your Stream Deck
Oh, okay.
and how it was garbled, and then I noticed I'm not on the screen, so I, re-added myself.
You just
All
put
right.
everybody in a timeout. That's all.
What are you designing? That guy makes.
I'm working on my design for a print-in-place bed slinger, and I started it for school, and I designed most of it. But now I wanted to add the Z-axis because that wasn't there already. I have a prototype here, but I realized I forgot that since it's free float, since the screw prints everything printed, but this is kind of free floating and it will slop around and kind of fall all over the place. But I'm thinking design something up front here that will prevent it from doing that. But
Thinking of making like a keychain design too with it.
yeah, it could be a
'Cause you
keychain.
could with the spool holder.
Yeah, it
There.
could be, or an ornament, whatever.
Or an
you
ornament,
want it to
yeah.
be. That's what it was originally supposed to be. But
Cool.
yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, keychain, Christmas tree ornament, earrings.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Whatever your mind wants.
Yes.
Imagine.
Oh, should I find
All your Tronxy printers just died after 10 years.
Oh,
What
no.
would be a good replacement for someone on an age pension? Bamboo Labs is what I would say.
Quiet.
Anybody got an opinion here?
Oh,
I think David does.
I do. Well, see, I'm one-sided though, because technically I would still say bamboo, as long as bamboo stays true. Otherwise, I'd go back to Creality or Cheaty. Those would be my three right now.
Bamboo and their
Yeah.
whatever, all the crap going on, it doesn't affect most people if and when they
Yeah.
do it.
They're
That's
going
the
to
thing,
stay
it's-
true.
They just
They're
work. So,
That was a lot of drama. That
Yeah.
firmware stuff, that was drama.
yeah, and then everybody else picked up on saying, "Hey, I can do a video on this. Let's talk about this." Another guy,
That
"Hey,
was creator.
yeah.
That was creator content.
You know what
for
I
sure.
you know what I love? I gotta
Mhm.
say something about bamboo. You know what I love about the latest firmware that everybody's bitching about? You can actually, if a print starts screwing up and there's an item on the plate, you can pause it, pick that part to no longer print, and continue to print. That way you don't lose all that filament, and you only lose that part. And you got to go back, maybe print that one part. I love that
that's
feature.
That's
And I've
been there
used
for a
it
long
now.
time.
That's
That's
been there for a while.
I
And
like
it's
it,
also
but
not
it has
that
never
long.
worked. It's never
It's
Yeah,
Huh?
on the
also
handy app.
available.
It works
Yeah.
like a charm for me.
Okay, I didn't know that because I was looking at Bamboo the other day and I was looking for that feature because I had a part screw up on my print, and I'm thinking, okay, how can I make that go away? I can figure it out.
All right.
Yeah, it's on your
hasn't
bamboo handy.
reminded me to update my firmware, so I didn't know.
Okay, on your screen, you got to be on the home, and then look at the bottom far left. There's a half
There you
round
go.
arrow. that's what you hit. But pause it first.
Hold on.
Okay,
So
I'm
Jerry,
on
if
my
you wanna,
I'm on my home screen.
Are you looking at your printer? Or are you looking at your? I'm looking
My
at
desk.
my screen.
I'm looking at my desktop.
Okay,
gotta-
I'm looking at my screen on the printer.
Oh, on the printer. Okay, let me go look at it.
And I don't know if that's going to work if you don't have anything loaded.
But that's on the X1, right?
Well, I just have to update.
also use your app.
Is that the X1?
Yeah.
You can also
it's
use
been
your
on-
app.
It's been
Just
on the
press
Handy
the
app for
button.
6 or 7 months or longer.
Okay, where is it on the print? The X1, Kenny?
Okay, first off, on the menu on the far, or the master menu, are you on the house or home?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you running any parts currently?
Yeah, I'm running a job right now.
Okay, if you look down at the bottom, far left of that screen, do you see the half arrow or arrow pointing around next to pause?
It's got a talk bubble with 3 dots. It's got a red spot mark outside of it.
Okay, no, not that. I'm talking about the screen that's actually showing your parts. And it's just to the left of pause.
Oh yeah, it's got a little something, an arrow or something.
Hit that.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
So there I can touch something and it'll ask me if I want to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's going to have a second screen to the right. That's where you can select your parts you want to skip.
Whoop, there it is.
So while it's printing, I can do that, have it delete, and it'll just automatically skip it.
Right.
Yeah. The part.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was there.
Yeah.
You can also do it in certain clippers. Have it under exclude objects.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know that.
So you guys are telling me that's been around a while? Not
That's
since
been
last.
around at least for a
Yeah,
year.
I've been using it for a couple of years.
I've never been able to use it, but
no,
Yeah.
it's
not
been
that
on the
long.
hand-
man.
Almost a couple of years.
On the Handy app.
Yeah, on the Handy app. Yeah.
Oh,
Ever
cool.
since I got a Bamboo, it's been.
Because when my part failed the other day, I let everything kept printing, which isn't good to do. And then when I got done, I just reprinted the one part. Because usually when one fails, it'll start dragging that crap all over the place and blending it.
That hasn't been around in 2 years. Come on.
Oh, well, I didn't know until Kenny told me. I heard about it, but I'm glad you told me. That's I learned something today. So this stream was worthwhile. I learned something.
And tomorrow you forgot about it.
Yeah.
You taking off, Andrew?
No, I was waving back. I was waving.
No.
No, it also works for the
I was
A1.
waving back.
This is the other glue I found. This is actually made for wood. This is about $21 Canadian for this bottle, but
That's good
this
stuff.
it's like a gel. Hang on, let me get some started here.
They make it gel and liquid form, and I've glued my models together with that for years until the price went way up, and I switched to some other crap with Activator.
So we'll just put that on there and let that go for about 30 seconds. It'll hold in place now without me holding it, but we'll let that go for about 30 seconds. These are spare parts, by the way, just so people who are doing the box turtle don't go, that doesn't go there. These are spare parts, but in about 30 seconds to a minute, I won't be able to rip that apart without tearing the plastic layers off.
Oh, really?
So that's yeah,
2P10, you said?
2P10.
2P10.
I mean, that is already.
Did you get that
is
online?
already.
Or?
Yeah, I bought that it's on Amazon.
Okay.
Like, I can't get that apart
I switched to
right
this
now.
stuff.
So,
I switched to this stuff right here.
oh, okay. There's a lot of good glues out there. A lot of good glues.
Whenever I work on my CNC, I blue tape, and I use this method. I put the super glue on it, activate another side, stick it. But when you're working with models, most of the time, glue it like Tim did, then take your activator and spray around the edges.
Yeah.
Never put activator on one part, glue on another, and put them together, because if they don't perfectly line up, you're screwed that quick.
Yeah, you can, because this has an activator that comes with it. But you're right, Jerry. Once you put it together with the activator, it's like instant. It's like you're not going to get a chance to move it. So, yeah. But don't get this stuff on your hands. Don't get it on your glasses. And this is all coming from experience. Okay. Well, you get it on your hands, but it takes a few weeks for it to actually wear right off. And then just don't forget that you have it on your hands and you have your fingers together or something, because then it really becomes an issue.
Yeah,
Hello,
especially
Sebastian. How
don't
you doing?
forget to use if you have fingerprint on your phone, make sure that you know your PIN number.
Yeah, but no, this, if I want this apart now, I'm breaking this.
Yeah, they call it all the time. You got to take a pin or something or clip them off with some cutters and clip it a little smaller. That happens all the time. And then you get glue in the cap, and you can't put the cap back on no more because there's dry glue in there, and then it gets quiet.
Oh, my dog heard that dog, and now my dog's going.
Yeah, every time my dogs hear something on camera, on TV, or a movie, they'll run outside and bark at nothing.
I'll put a few of these together as we come on stream tonight.
Yeah, just like glue. If you get glue on your hands, let it dry. It's like school glue; it'll peel right off. But glue doesn't last forever. So if you buy glue, you're like, "Hey, in a year, I'm going to use the rest of it." No, you're not. It's going to be dried up.
Nope.
But yeah. So who'd we lose? We lost somebody.
Yeah, I've purchased glue before, and it works really good. But again, I tell you, it doesn't take long to dry right up and be done with it. So.
That guy Mix, what the heck are you doing?
Sorry, I'm just messing with something.
Oh,
are you blue today or what, man?
He's blue.
Yeah, I am.
I'm so blue.
Oh, that wasn't far enough. I'm messing with ODS. Okay.
Oh yeah, my ASA that I'm printing on the X1 Carbon, I got a ABS profile that I loaded up. It's printing perfect, so I never switched it to an ABS profile. And I'm using Bamboo Studio. And I accidentally had a roll of PLA in there, like I mentioned, on ABS profile, and it printed fine. I went through 3 or 4 days of printing. I realized I had the wrong filament machine and the wrong color, but it never jammed on me. And I don't have a heater on. I got the door shut. Obviously, the bed and nozzle. My nozzle's at 270, bed is at 90, internal heater's at 0. I don't have it turned on at all because it doesn't need the door shut. And that's on ASA.
All right, I got a question. So what's everybody else's thought? Because it's been out for a while, and it hasn't been out 2 years. I stand corrected on the parts removal thing. I guess it has been out 2 years. Funny thing, first time I noticed it was just a couple weeks ago, but whatever.
Thank you very much.
I know it's there. At least now I know it's there. Anyways, on the turtle block, $300. Does anybody else besides me think that's a little steep for a kit?
For what? What are they doing?
$300 for the turtle box. Does anybody else besides me think that's a little steep for a kit?
No.
I mean, $300 to buy an operational printer.
Okay, but $1,000 gets you a Voron. $1,000 gets you a Voron. $579 gets you a SVO8.
And if you source all the open source parts yourself, a lot of stuff you may have to buy in bulk.
Yeah, well, we did that in the pre-show. I'm talking about these guys.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I'm down to like 225 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it depends on. I mean, you got to look at it and say that a lot of the work is done because a lot of the wiring is already made for you. There's a lot of work done and saved. There's a lot of parts to it. Again, that you would have to source yourself. And if you're sourcing parts from different vendors, you're paying how many shipping fees? You're paying dozens of shipping fees.
All right, point taken. Because you guys are right. Because the truck. Yes, it comes with a bomb, but I deviated from the bomb.
Yeah, once that happens.
So yeah, because like I've told Jared before the show, electric motors. The first one I ordered, the electric motor for that thing, went immediately no longer available, meaning they ran out of stock on Ali.
Hey, Roman.
So I started to bounce around. I just said, you know what? I'm just going to go hobby shop and pick one up. Well, not
Yeah.
knowing about these RC motors, there are so many variations. Yes, you
Yeah.
can. When you start putting something together, if you're not careful, and you decide like, oh, I'll keep that part around for another project, you can start beating some bucks. I got 45. I got twice as much or 3 times as much in the motors for that very mistake. So yeah,
Mm.
okay, so yeah, they put together, but still 300, man, for an AMS.
It's 300 for a bamboo AMS.
I know
Yeah.
that, but that thing's put together. This is a kit.
Yeah, but this one
Yeah.
looks cooler.
And you can
But yeah,
also
this one-
customize it, your colors, your design, your add-ons. There's a lot you do.
And it's a
with it.
learning experience.
Okay,
Yeah.
another thing is because I want the rat rig, and I know what a controller board costs. I know what the different parts cost. I'm just wondering. I gotta look at the parts breakdown of the thing, I guess, to justify the cost. I mean, how much are the motors for?
Armored
the
3D
box?
Printing, the designer of the box turtle. How are you doing today?
Oh.
You're in trouble now.
Go ahead, Kenny. Ask him.
I'm currently printing parts. My LDO kit's over here on the table.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to start my live streams next week, but I'm not sure yet. But welcome in.
Man, I love the turtle. I love the concept. Okay, don't get me wrong.
Thunder Keys,
I'll
what's going on?
probably wind up buying one too, just so you know.
Wrong armored turtle. Okay.
But it's gonna be after the laser thing out in New Orleans.
All right. I got my people mixed up. Sorry about that.
And just so people know what I'm talking about, laser guy, or excuse me, LA hobby guy that streams every other week, with Patrick and those guys. On the 26th of March, they're going to be launching the next Raleigh laser printer. And there's going to be 12 studio guests, of which I'm one of those 12. And it is a Galvo laser or diode laser. So it can do like a 100 by 100 section, do the whole area, and then move the gantry to the next section. So yeah, it's going to be state of the art, and it's a 40 watt.
Yeah, I'm glad you corrected me because I thought Armored 3D Printing in chat was an armored turtle. I'm glad I got corrected on that. Better to find out now than when I go live next week.
Yeah.
And that's, by the way, that same group will be streaming later today. The Laser Realm.
Yeah, Chris Riley this morning was live streaming his build. I'm not sure how far he got because I start mine early, getting things going in the back room before I go live at 12. But it was good to see Chris building his kit.
Anybody want me to bring back some gumbo from New Orleans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're building your kit, and you learn as you go, right? So when you're going to put
Yep.
this black rubber on these discs, okay, be very careful. There's a little lip right here, right? And be very careful when you put it on that you don't break that little lip off like I just did, because it basically won't seat this rubber well enough because it needs that for seating in there.
Does that rubber have that lip on the center that is like on the part where it drops down in there?
The rubber has a lip bump on it to drop into here. Yes.
So it should stay in place.
No, it'll spin freely if you don't. Okay. This one here is not spinning freely at all. This one here that I broke, I put it on and it spins freely.
Yeah, I'm printing those parts right now on my X1. Are those? Did they come in the LDO kit or?
The rubber parts did, yes.
Okay, good. Because I think I've seen a video recently where somebody had a kit from KB3D, and I think he sent a separate bag with it because they weren't in the earlier kit. I think.
Yeah.
According to what I've seen in the video.
I saw one build, and I don't remember who it was, but they actually printed these out of TPU. I'm not sure who that was.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, I want to adapt this to my SV08, and a lot of people are talking about using a bamboo style hot end with a cutter on it. I'm not quite sure. Hey, Jack, what's going on? I'm not sure what route I'm going to take, but I currently Don't have any information on where I'm going after I get it built, other than it's going to go on the SV08. I know I have to put vanilla clipper on it, and I have to adapt it to the hot end. One thing I don't like about the stock hot end on the SV08 right now, you can't see the nozzle. So when you're printing something, I can't see what I'm printing. So I for sure need to change the style of the duct that's on there in the faceplate with the fan, so I can see my nozzle when I'm printing my layers. I can see what's going on.
I'm going to be redoing that stuff that Nadar's doing. I'm going to be redoing it where he's got that readout on the head at. I'm going to be adding that. Or follow Nadar more on the SDOA. He's got some awesome stuff.
And then I had trouble printing with my TPU on the X1 Carbon. I got some suggestions from different people, and I kept having problems. The layers looked terrible. I finally went over to the SV08 group, and I typed in what I was looking for, and somebody posted a bunch of their settings with SV08. So the 95A, I finally got my feet printed. And I went back on the group, and I thanked the person for his recommendation. Yeah, we'll do the giveaway here in just a little bit, probably about 15, 20 minutes. We'll do the giveaway for a roll of Polymaker filament on Twitch and on YouTube. There's a pinned post at the top. You go fill that out, and we'll do a drawing here in a little bit. We currently got 52 people watching, 18 of which are on Twitch. Thank you, everybody. Please like, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it.
Dan, do you got an SV08?
Jerry, I'll be right back.
Do I have an SV08?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Because I know you got rid of your rat rig as well.
Yeah. Oh, the feet are in there too. Okay.
So I was wondering if you got the SV08.
No.
Yeah, the rat rig was huge in here.
Man, I was awful tempted to go to that new Elegoo, but I don't know.
I think this is going to be big enough for me.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Micro Swiss.
Yeah, okay. Oh, man. Yeah. I walked right in that one, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, Tor says that those rubber feet I was trying to print all week long, they come with the kit. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that outside of printing? Is it all inclusive? It's got everything outside of. I heard it doesn't have a USB cable. Is about all I've heard.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't notice. I didn't look.
Yeah, I saw the other day. Somebody said it doesn't come with a USB cable. Because I am fighting one, but I'm thinking about financing it. You know, like get it now, pay later.
And put it on the SV08?
Yeah.
I would wait till somebody has it on an SV up and running, printing, looking good, and then decide whether or not to pull
Well,
the
yeah, I am gonna wait. Like I said, I mean, you know, New Orleans is not till the end of next month. So, yeah, it'll be April before I even think about buying one. But yeah, I do want one, but it's just I'm trying to justify it to myself, I guess.
And I think most people printing them are not putting them in an enclosure. But then if you're not printing with your printer for a while, just throw it. If you live in Vegas, you'll have to throw a towel over and keep the dust off of everything. Because a lot of times I take filament down off my wall and I got to blow the dust off the top of it before I use it. Because everything gets dusty constantly.
And on the, oh man, I'm having a brain fart again. On the developing website for developers, dang it. Help me out. Where everything's at for all the projects.
GitHub.
GitHub, yeah, duh. Man, brain fart. Okay, so on that, because I did look at the Turtlebox GitHub, I did see where there's a project forward enclosure for that they're working on. And that even if you donate to Turtlebox, a lot of that's going toward the enclosure financing. So I guess that's coming in the future.
Nice.
Hey, Tim, or anybody watching that's built a box turtle, all of these trays in this top right corner, it's very rough. So when I done the other three, I turned on, what do you call it?
Ironing?
ironing, and I thought
Yeah.
it would go away, but the ironing doesn't look any better than the one that's not ironed.
Oh, mine turned out pretty decent.
See
Why don't
where
you
my
try it?
finger is? Right here, where it looks rough in that corner down there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
slightly rough. Well, they're all slightly rough in that corner.
Huh.
I don't know why.
All right. Can somebody that's really in the know-how on that subject, because I've seen it, you know, the option, but I've never done it. Like Jerry says, he's never done it before this. What are the benefits? What are the pros and cons on ironing?
Smoother surface. Supposed to
How
take
hard?
out your layer
Or put it
lines.
this way, how hard is it to accomplish?
You check the setting, and it basically melts the filament and drags the nozzle through the whole thing. It takes a little longer and tries
It
to make
just
a
heats
smooth
the-
top layer.
It just heats up the nozzle, doesn't push any filament out, and just runs back and forth. And
Also,
It does
it's
actually.
a
It does
literal
run a little
iron.
bit of filament.
Yeah.
Well, it actually. Wait. It does run a little bit of filament. You have to regulate how much you run through it. It's only like 10% or 30%, something like that, coming out. But it still does run filament. So you gotta be careful on that one.
Can you still change the heat on the nozzle though? Is there settings
Yeah.
for the?
You can change the settings in your in the slicer.
No,
Yeah.
they never.
Can you use water for your steaming? Yep.
I
Yeah,
know.
All
yeah.
right.
Good old left
Hey Scott, how you doing?
It's,
All right. I might try that someday.
I've
Hey,
had hit or
Keith,
miss
what's going on,
with it.
buddy? Good to see you. Any guys want to drop in and chit chat and promote yourself? Talk about what you're doing. If you
Scott,
do,
what's up, dude?
Here's a link. Welcome. Love to have you. Armored 3D printing. You want to drop in? I don't think I've ever met you before. Anyway, there's a link. You're welcome to come in if I know who you are. Do the giveaway in about 10 minutes. Must be present to win. One roll of Polymaker, good for basically $35 off, whatever. So if you find two $20 rolls, you pay the $5 difference. Free shipping in the U.S. And you're good to go. And if you're out of the U.S., it's free shipping anyway.
Oh, one thing I failed to mention about that thing I'm going to next month, they are giving one away. They're giving the laser away, the machine. And
No, the Armored Turtle in chat's a different one because when he first popped in, I thought that was him. He said no, but I thought it was. I was mistaken.
oh, so he wasn't here.
But
Okay.
Armor 3D printing. Is that your Discord that I joined? No, it wasn't. I was tied to the Armored Turtle group. Anyway, I'm getting old and confused.
Dave's been confused for so long, it's not true.
All right.
For a
Yeah,
little
under the ironing setting, it's 10%. The ironing flow rate stock, basically for bamboo right now, is 10%. But you can lower it or increase it, and as well as the speed of how fast you want to iron and the distance.
That's what we could do with this show, Jerry. Let's pick a topic every week and talk about it so we can learn. Hey, what a concept.
Matt,
I like that
Matt
idea.
Matt has mentioned that to me many times privately, that every time you do a show for like the first 20 minutes or half hour, just talk about this and just talk about that. And I said, yeah, but if somebody drops in an hour or two later and they want to talk about this that we already talked about, we may not revisit it. So it doesn't really work out. But yeah, it's great doing something that everybody likes, that people randomly come and go.
We can tell that person that it's just been covered right before you joined. So if you play back the video later, you'll see that. And
That'd be cool.
And then
Yeah.
skip to this
Mhm.
time. You know.
Well, the person on screen that came in might want to talk about something or show what he did, but we just covered that and we moved on. So
Yeah.
anyway, but it is good to re-show everything you've already shown multiple times during every stream because people come and go and they may not have been here 2 hours ago. You know, they were busy and they had no idea what you showed earlier. So that's why a lot of my wife says, well, you repeat yourself too much. Well, there's a reason. In my videos, I do it because I'm forgetful, but on my live streams, I do it because somebody might have just dropped in late. So anyway. Do a poll at the beginning of the stream and then talk about it. Idea.
And Jerry, you don't have any links, do you, for that? What I've been talking about, do you?
1 second.
Because there's one for the only thing with the drawing on the machine.
Ladies,
Yeah,
we
you
got
gotta
another
be
person dropping in. His name is David. I'm not sure. I can't tell who he is yet.
Hey, Tom
David,
Printing.
what's going on, buddy? Okay,
How you
now I
doing?
know. Now I recognize who you are. Okay, yeah, I've been watching your streams. I couldn't think of who you were from at the moment. Thank you. Appreciate you coming on.
it, Gary. Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay, Kenny, what links to what?
the giveaway for the Raleigh printer for next month,
No, I don't have the link now.
or the
I do have a box turtle though.
hey, it's got a room. Yeah, that's rat rig colors right there.
Yeah.
I think I'll do
So how you
mine.
been, buddy? Let's focus on you here for a minute.
Oh, hey, thanks, man.
So tell everybody that don't know you, who are you and what do you do?
Yeah, so I'm David from
Oh,
Armor
boy, two
Printing.
of
Yeah,
So-
good name.
Yeah, one of the best ones out there. Yeah, so I just recently actually started streaming a few months ago, and things have been going pretty. Oh yeah, you like that? It's my my new to me Cheaty +4. It arrived with the whole plastic frame busted up.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's alright. It was cheap enough. Yeah, Scott, Edge of 3D. Yep, we shared a hotel room together. That was a
Oh,
fun
nice.
time.
All right,
Yeah.
keep moving. All right, guys. Yeah.
Scott comes in all the time.
Not like that. Not like that. No, but no, we I was down at Earth, 3D Printopia. We were with Fabrico, and I was showing off the Ender 3 NG conversions with them. And I believe Hector is going to be releasing the kit for them really soon. You know, maybe like a week or two from now, which is awesome. It's been like a year in the making.
Please.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Makes good use of your Ender 3. But yeah, I try to stream every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And, you know, I just, last Tuesday, Jerry, you were there. We just hit 700 subscribers on the channel. So I'm pretty excited about that. And real close to hitting that first milestone of 3,000 watch hours. So I'm pretty excited about that. Been working on let's see. Been working on a build series for the Ender 3 NG, which is a project that RH3D designed, and I've been working with him on that for over a year now. And I was a tester with him for the version 1.2 that's out now. And yeah, it's just makes great use of those Ender 3s sitting on your shelf. So
Yeah, I'm looking for your channel on YouTube. I'll share it in chat. I don't see it. Share your
I
link in
appreciate it.
private chat. Share it in private chat if you can copy and paste it, and I'll put it out for everybody.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I'm not seeing it when I typed in it.
All right, so I got a question for both the Davids.
What's up?
So
Fire away.
He's not here, man.
So,
Dave's definitely not here.
I restarted my channel a few months ago.
Oh, I found it.
I find it challenging. So this is the question: how do you find time, or do you plan the time to do your videos? So, like with me, what ends up happening is I just come into the studio and I start going away, and about halfway through, I realize I should have turned on a camera, or I should have been recording. So my question is,
Yeah.
how do you plan for that when you're touching on so many different projects? Maybe three different kind of scenarios, and you're kind of hopping because you're going to edit it later. You're going to
Yeah.
have all this video. So how do you find the time, or what do you do in preparation for recording for your channel?
So
Jay?
for me at least, I absolutely hate the sound of my voice, and
I hate the way
so
I
what?
look, so that's my problem.
Yeah, basically what I do is I go into it knowing that if I'm doing a pre-recorded video where I'm building something, I just plan to build it like 3-4 times, and I'll go in there. Thank you, Clayton, appreciate it, and Jedi, thank you very much. But yeah, I go into it. You know, I'm not like if you watch my videos, I'm not a professional videographer. I don't do flashy videos. Um, I don't think I've done a single video with even B-roll footage. So I get straight to the point on my videos. I like doing informative, like how-to videos.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, I wing it. Just every
I
time.
guess my thing is okay. You get your coffee. You're up in the morning. You're like, hey, I got to do a video on X
Oh
project.
no, so
So
I guess
You don't
I guess
have
I'm
to do
there's
it.
not so much the recording. It's like getting started. Like
get
because I forget to
oh
hit the camera.
Ladies and
so
gentlemen,
so
Scott with Edge of 3D. There you go.
so
Scott.
what's up, Scott? So I don't know if you can see this wall back
It's up.
here.
I'm not sure what's up, but it's up. I'm back in America. Go ahead. Keep talking.
This SCADAS wall right here.
Right.
That's a project that I've been working on for weeks, and it's actually in partnership with Polymaker. They hooked me up with a bunch of filament to print all my additions for it and stuff. But I think I filmed the cleanup and tear down of everything that was over here before, and I filmed like a quarter of me putting it all up, but I was like, man, this is going to be a boring ass video if I just show myself hanging SCADA boards and all the stuff. So I kind of just finished it, and then I'm going to go back to it later and just kind of talk. But I'm not Modbot, or I'm not any of those other guys that know how to do all these flashy things. So I just go up there and
You just turn the camera on and start going.
yeah, and
Yeah,
honestly,
be yourself, man.
Well,
if
I mean,
you
I get that part.
oh
but
yeah, no, I'm doing
forget-
my own thing. I'm not trying to compare myself with any other guys, but
I'm 45 minutes an hour in, and I go, man, this would have been really great to have on video. Damn it, I should have.
at least you caught that 45 minutes in. I was editing my video that I just put out yesterday on the Clipper and BD sensor install, and I didn't realize that my audio wasn't turned on until I was editing the video, and I thought that it was my speakers. I thought it was the speakers and the headphones in my computer. I was like, oh man, I'm over here trying.
Wait till you put a video out where you only have audio on one side and not the other.
Yeah.
You'll get
Yeah.
lots of audience engagement because you're going to have 7,000 people tell you that it doesn't work on their left ear.
Yeah,
And David, observation. You said something earlier about your voice. There's nothing wrong with your voice.
I appreciate it.
Let me give a little bit of feedback. There are some times when I play back my voice, I had the same feeling. And I think that's very common as humans, that we don't like the way we look in some videos or a picture, or why did you get a side shot, especially of my fat ass. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with your voice, so continue to do what you do.
Most people have never heard their own voice is the problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
Most people have never actually heard their own voice the way it sounds to other people. They've only heard their own voice the way it sounds to themselves, and there's no comparison between the two. I remember when I started DJing in junior high, the first time that I had a set of headphones on and I talked on the microphone, I scared the hell out of myself. I had no idea who I was talking.
It was definitely
99% of the people in the world have never ever heard their own voice. They have no idea how they sound to everybody else. So when you hear your voice, you're like, that's not me. It doesn't sound right. And you just have to move past that because it's just the reality.
That's
we don't hear our own
one
voice.
we were given. Deal with it.
Yep.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I'm more comfortable with it now. Now that I've been listening to myself more lately, but it's still weird to me, and it's
I mean, look at Elon
but-
Musk. That dude's a billionaire, and have you ever heard him talk?
Thank you, Tim.
Well, I think one of the
I love Elon Musk, because I think he's brilliant. But man, the way he talks.
I gotta chime in real quick for a second.
My voice is a great orator, like
Scott,
Ronald
what happened to
Reagan or
Mustang?
somebody like that. And then when I hear myself, I realize I'm more Hank Hill.
We lost him.
Scott,
Bobby.
what happened to Mustang?
I'm in the ocean, stupid.
I was just in the Philippines for 2 weeks, so I shaved it off.
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
What's that?
Was that?
I said, so are you Chinese or Japanese?
Who,
What do you
me?
mean?
King of the hill, man. I'm the ocean, stupid. The Oriental gun.
I was like,
Take care, Andrew. Have a great day, my friend.
So I guess
Take care, buddy.
for
the
people
the
like-
big long handlebars, David, don't do well with diving masks.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
And I spent 3 days diving with the whale sharks and
Senior just went diving,
Sardine.
man, on his channel.
so anyway,
God.
yeah, they don't deal well with that. So it's growing back now. It's I haven't shaved since I got home.
God.
But I
Senior
will
just
tell you
went
this.
Oh, sorry.
A couple weeks ago, you guys seen my girlfriend on live stream. She's Filipina. She works in a call center. And on Saturday, before I was coming home, I was having a problem with my boarding pass loading on my cell phone. So I called United Airlines help desk. And it turns out their call center is in Manila. And she recognized the accent of the girl I was talking to of a Manila tribe. And when the girl put me on hold, she goes, she's in Manila. And I'm like, how do you know? She goes, I recognize her accent. So when the gal came back on and started talking to me again, she started talking to her in their native tongue. And next thing I know, she's got the phone. She's over there on the bed, and they're just yap back and forth to each other. I left Cebu, Philippines, and flew all the way home in Polaris class on United. And I don't know if you know what Polaris class is, but that's way above first class. So the only people aboard the airplane before me was the pilot and co-pilot and cabin stewards. And on the long flight from Japan back to the United States, I had one of them private little room spaces at the front of the plane where they serve you actual food cooked on the plane and stuff. So it's nice to have a Filipino girlfriend when you're talking to somebody at a help desk that's in the Philippines, because when I landed in Tokyo, I messaged Sheehan and told her I'd made it to Tokyo, and I told her, I said, I got bumped up to Polaris class. What did you and that girl talk about at United last night? And she said, I just told her that you were taking really good care of me, so she said she was going to take really good care of you on your flight home. So I got an $8,000 upgrade coming home that didn't cost me anything. So
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm not going to complain. It was pretty cool. But now that I've actually flown and ridden up there in those seats, I would never ever spend that kind of money. I mean, it's great, but
Yeah.
man, that's a hell of a lot of money for the only
Small
real
car in the
perk is-
90s.
I know somebody's done that. I mean, you had a bed practically too, right?
No, the seat made into a bed. Yeah, it laid out
Right.
completely flat, and then they put a mattress topper on it and brought out blankets and fluffed your pillow and
Yeah.
oh yeah, it made
I
into a whole bed. But it was just like I say, for the price. I mean that upgrade, because I looked to see what it would have cost me to upgrade to that seat coming home, and it would have been just over $8,000.
It's giveaway time.
Scott,
Somebody made their name
Let me
YouTube.
tell you
Hold on,
before I forget,
let
Jerry.
Jerry give away some filament first.
Okay.
Alrighty,
Somebody's name is
one
YouTube.
roll of Polymaker filament. They ship pretty much anywhere in the world. The coupon code will be worth $35. And what I always do, try to find a $20 roll. I buy two. I pay the extra $5, or you can apply that $35 pretty much towards anything. Must be present to win in chat. The second person in chat, give me a number between 1 and 10. Second person.
I'm gonna make a prediction, Jerry. All
What's
right,
that?
the first person's not gonna be here, and you're gonna respin, and Clownhammer's gonna win.
Oh, not again. He already won on.
He won already.
All
He
right,
won
we
on
got
mine
eight.
last week.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here we go, guys. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Fingers crossed for the respin for you.
Yeah, that happened occasionally.
What? There's more than one person who made that name.
Jester66, are you in chat? Jester66, congratulations. You won a roll of Polymaker.
Congrats, Jexter.
They say something in chat.
Yep, there he is.
There he is, right there. Congratulations. Let me give you my email in chat. Shoot me an email, and I'll shoot you back the code in a few minutes with the links so you can get your free filament.
So prediction.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, it was
Sorry,
worth trying to be really
Clownhammer.
funny if that had happened.
All right.
So
Scott,
I'm gonna.
Yeah, there's my email.
I just want to get
Congratulations.
it out real quick because I've been trying to tell him 3 times.
Okay, get it out. All right.
And Senior's videos, because I'm pretty sure you know he's on YouTube now. He just got into scuba diving, and he never touched his mustache.
Well, no, it works. Here's the problem, okay? I have a full face mask that works just fine that my regulator actually mounts into, and that works just fine with the handlebars because it actually comes under them. The problem is I like to dive with just a eye mask, okay? Not nose and eye mask, and it doesn't seal well under my nose against any kind of mustache, and I constantly get water up in the mask. So it's easier just to shave it off. It'll grow back. It's not like it's.
And everybody's got to see that video. The way he comes off the boat with his, can you imagine Senior walking around in flippers?
Yeah.
He's going to pass into that boat, and he kind of falls into the water.
Well, I don't go into the water gracefully either. I kind of fall off the side of the boat.
Ben Litt, thank you very much for the donation on PayPal. I appreciate that.
And just so everybody knows, I'm talking about Senior from Orange County Choppers.
Yeah.
So
look, it's Matt German lithium ambassador.
Hey, how are you doing?
And you know what? You were right. You were right, Scott, about him. And YouTube, now that it's just YouTube and it's not, Discovery and all these companies he's got to build for, the guy is he is so laid back.
Oh, he's nice. One of the nicest people you'll ever meet when he's not. Here's the thing, I've been involved in filming these shows, Biker Build Off and such as that. To come up with a 40-minute show, they film thousands of hours of video.
Right.
So you can take and you can edit video to make any person out to anybody you want to be, regardless of who they really are. Because if you focus the camera on somebody, let's just say for 100 hours, in that 100 hours of video, you can pick out little 5-second, 10-second things out of that to turn this person into any kind of person you want them to be. And that's why I say most of these people on these TV shows, when you meet them in person, some of them are just like Junior. He's just his head is so swollen up when you meet him in person that I'm really surprised he can walk through a double door without his ego getting stuck in the doorway. Senior is just the opposite. He's a very down-to-earth guy. And you got to realize Orange County Chopper started as a hobby in the back room of his original business, which was Orange County Steel. And he made ornamental steel railings and shit for like people's porches and stairs and stuff like that. That's where his original business was. He was a steel worker. And, the boy just got famous because of the motorcycles and basically rode his daddy's coattail. And then Mikey, the interactions I had with him, he's the same in person as he is on TV. He's so far out there all the time that I think he huffed fumes too many times. I'm not sure, but You know, he was a cool guy, but it was that case with all of them. You know, like when I took the bikes out for the final filming of the Wild Hogs movie. You know, Tim Allen and them people, they were cool guys. They wanted to they wanted the bikes off the truck to go ride them, because the bikes they were using on the movie weren't custom choppers. So, you know, I was putting batteries in bikes and getting them gas so they could go out and ride the bikes around. But it just, you know, like I say, the people you meet, it's that way with most any television movie personality. Who they are in real life is not usually very accurately reflected on the screen.
If they don't make the show exciting, they won't get any ratings and make any money. So they have to make
exactly.
You gotta have drama.
Exactly. If you didn't film, if they didn't do the drama and all that with Orange County Chopper, how successful that show would have been.
Yeah.
You know, it was always Paul puffing up and fighting everybody, and it's my way or out, you know, and that's just not who he is. But that's what made the show. You know, that's what made the show. So.
And a question.
I can assure you their motorcycles didn't make the show. Their motorcycles are junk.
Agreed.
Yeah, they're showpieces. They're not actual riding around bikes.
They're built
meant to use.
To drive out the driveway, come back down the driveway on video and say, hey, it runs. And then they're supposed to go in a showroom, in a conference room, in an entryway to an executive business, in somebody's private collection in their garage, and never, ever be started and ridden again, ever.
Yeah, you can't drive them across country. It'll break down.
Oh, hell no. You can't drive them across town, let alone cross country.
They're beautiful pieces of artwork, not a motorcycle.
Yeah, there's two.
There you go. That's it. They're art, and they truly are. I mean, don't think I'm slamming on Orange County Choppers because they couldn't build a motorcycle. What they were building was showpieces.
Yeah, they were on a set time to get shit done.
Yeah,
and then you take
kind of,
you know, they take a concept like the fighter jet bike. You know, I look at the amount of time and the intricacy that they put into that bike to make it. You know, the one thing they did have going for them was their ability to take a concept and tell that story in a chopper. They were able to tell that story in a motorcycle, and you could look at the motorcycle and understand the story they were trying to tell. Was the motorcycle made to be ridden? Hell no, it was made to be looked at and tell a story, and that's what they were damn good at. You know, my company, we built 5,000 custom motorcycles a year, so they weren't really custom. They were coming down an assembly line. You know, they were built to be ridden. These people were building 52 motorcycles a year. They weren't. Now, they did have a production line as well, but you never seen those. And those were just, they were production choppers, the same as what we were selling.
Hey, DeWitt 3D. One thing I wanted to mention, something I started doing with my Polymaker giveaways is while I'm still live, I'll fill out the form that we have to fill out because Nick Polymaker, it's automated and they shoot it right back to you in like 60 seconds, and then I send it out to the person while I'm live. I need to remember. Okay. I need to remember before I go live. Already have that information and sent out and have it got it back. That way, when they win, I can instantly give it to them instead of waiting 5 minutes.
That's a good idea because you know you're going to give it away. So yeah, that's a great idea.
Give it
away,
give it away now. Anyways, yeah, today's that location today, as you know on YouTube. Where they filmed that is a storage unit, our storage place. It's kind of sad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's storage.
Oh, the Orange County Chopper World Headquarters. Yeah, it's a storage.
They still got the big fan or something. I seen a video on that. Yeah.
So I actually have to run shortly, but I just wanted to put it out there that this Tuesday I'll be building a set of Hadamame headphones courtesy of West 3D.
Oh, nice.
So if anybody wants to tune in for that, I'll be going live at 7 Eastern.
Sounds good.
Well, I really appreciate you dropping in. You're always welcome. I've been doing this for like 3 or 4 years now. Every Saturday, we're live on Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, I always encourage people to drop in. You're welcome to promote anything you're doing that's hobby related. I have no problem with or you talking about anything or come follow you. Even if you come here and say, join my channel, and you never come back here, that's fine. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody.
One more thing. In the stream last week, somebody asked me about enclosing the NG. I wanted to just, I don't know if they're watching now, but in case they are, I just wanted to let them know that I ordered a set of panels for it. So in a couple weeks, one of the streams I'll do is the enclosure portion of the NG. But yeah,
Awesome.
so it's something I wanted to do anyways. So I'm glad that at least somebody wanted to see that. But yeah, I'm excited for the headphones. I've been using like a pair of $15 over the ear headphones to edit my video, and to me, everything sounds like hot garbage with that. So yeah, I'm excited for some quality headphones. So, and it's my first time working with West 3D. So.
Daniel's good people.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah. So
You're gonna go live on Tuesday.
Tuesday at 7 p.m. Yep, Eastern time.
And you go nation.
What are you doing, Jerry? Putting your credit card number on the screen there?
No, don't worry about it. I'll fix it.
I saw that too. I was like, I just need the expiration date and the CVC.
I don't know what you're ordering, Jerry, but you're typing it in the wrong place.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day, David.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Have a good one. Yeah, speaking of credit cards and ATM machines, I learned real fast in the Philippines that 99% of the banks in the Philippines are Chinese banks, and American ATM machine or ATM cards don't work with Chinese banks. Because I'm like, I know my ATM card works everywhere in the world except China, and I'm trying to get money out of these ATM machines. So I finally call Capital One, and they're like, we're not seeing any activity at all. And she finally tells me, she goes, those are all Chinese-owned banks. We literally had to go searching to find a bank that's not Chinese-owned, and the Bank of the Philippines is Chinese-owned.
Oh, wow.
So I had to go find a European-owned, British-owned bank to actually get my ATM card to work. So that was interesting.
I sent you a message, Scott.
Uh-oh, what did I do now, Jerry?
Wasn't the Philippines under our jurisdiction at one time in history?
No.
Never?
Spain.
Okay. Guam
Okay,
was.
Jerry.
Guam is under our jurisdiction, right?
Yeah, Guam's still under our jurisdiction.
Guam's under,
But Philippines was under Spanish jurisdiction, and then they were somewhat colonized by Europe. But what's really nice over there is their native language is the main one is Tagalog, but there's over 200 different languages spoken in the Philippines, but everybody speaks English. So, some of them not as good as the others, but everybody still speaks English. So it was a great time. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, we have a few markets here called Seafood City, and that's who they target as Philippines.
Yeah, we've got a Filipino market here in town too. But like I say, it was a great time. Wonderful people.
Yeah, they love their
luckily, I
mangoes.
was there with a native Filipina, so we were able to go into the slums and places like that, and she was able to communicate in their language, and it lessened some of the. I didn't have to worry about things as much because she was in her native element, and but the beggars and it's actually kind of sad when you get away from the touristy area, and the Philippines is actually a very, very extremely poor country. And when you start looking into it, I mean, their monthly salary on average there is $250 US. So, they're surviving on what we make in one day here. But like I say, it was a wonderful time. I can't wait to go back. And I got no complaints.
Hey, Jerry, I just got an Amazon delivery, so I'm going to have to drop off.
Awesome. Well,
All
thanks
right.
for coming on, Russ.
Have a good one.
Thank you for showing us all your stuff, and you're always welcome. Whenever you want to come on, you're always welcome.
Yeah,
You
I'll
don't
be
want to
good
show
to
us
do.
what you got from Amazon? Come on, Russ.
Take care, Russ.
Let's share.
Nice seeing,
All
nice seeing
right,
person,
I'll talk to you later.
Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.
Scott got to show us his,
Yeah.
what was it, the makeup and thong?
Yeah, it was a thong bathing suit and eyeliner. Oh, and don't forget, Tor, the filters for the vacuum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was filters for a vacuum, eyeliner, and a two-piece bathing suit in that fucking package.
Yeah, Tor, I had no idea that they had the feet included in that LDO kit, but I finally got them printed, so I'll
Yeah,
use
it was a upgrade they added kind of later on.
Okay. I haven't opened
Also, Thunder Keys that was in chat talking is not the main dev, but he's one of like the top helpers and supporters of Armored Turtle.
All right.
By the way, Thor, did you see what I finished? Those
SVO top hat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Factory enclosure. The instructions in that thing, man. Oh my God. I struggled a little bit, but I got through it.
Just the right camera.
Yeah, the armored turtle instructions are awesome. They're 3-dimensional.
Oh,
you can
they're the
change
best I've
colors,
seen.
rotate them. They're really cool.
Love to see Voron do that.
Yeah, I absolutely love the Armored Turtle or Box Turtle guides.
Yeah, so now you know the confusion I had in my hotel room back at 3D Printopia. I had Armored Turtle in my hotel room. I had Box Turtle in my hotel room. So I had a room full of turtles. Teenage Mutant. And let me tell you, you need to get David Armored Turtle to stand next to somebody that's a normal-sized person. He's not normal-sized.
Yeah, it looks like a big man.
His biceps are twice the size of my thighs. He's one of them guys that if the cops ever did get his arms behind him to put him in handcuffs, he'd just flex a little bit, bust the chain, and put his hands back where he wants them.
Yeah, Tim, I'm going to take that the white table behind me. I'm going to roll that up against my existing desk that's real low, and then bring my keyboard on it, and then have my camera set up high. And the remote you sent me for my camera, I'll use that to refocus it or readjust it. And then I'll hook up some other cameras on my Stream Deck.
Nice.
So that's what I plan on doing.
Good.
I really don't want to sit here and build and have cameras zooming down, so I'll
Well,
stand up behind that other desk. And I got
on another note, Jerry, I signed a channel sponsor contract earlier this week to start doing more testing. I've got a channel sponsor now that's going to pay for every video I put out and do all the testing, so that I can purchase filament, because that's the reason I haven't been doing as much is it's just filament's expensive, and for me to buy a roll of filament to do one set of tests, and then at that point it's a used roll of filament, it's not worth anything on the secondary market. And as you can see, I don't need any more filament. I mean, good Lord, you know, there's filament everywhere.
Yeah,
So
I know that feeling.
but anyway, on Wednesday I signed an agreement, and so I'm rebuilding the IZOD tester right now. That's all the stuff for it, and you can see the tensile tester here. And I don't know that I showed this or not, but I started some. There's a short out there on it, but doing pull-out testing on. See if I can get light on this thing to show. But putting heat sets in there, and then the screw goes in here, and then pulling it and seeing how much testing the pull-out on it. And I'm going to do, direct threads into parts and then heat sets and test them and see, get some comparative testing, and then probably do some different temperatures because, like this is an ABS part, and you can put a heat set in here anywhere from 200 degrees all the way up to 450, which I can already tell you right now that running a soldering iron wide open, putting in heat sets, it liquefies the material too much.
Uh-huh.
And then as soon as you take the heat away from it, or the tip away from it, the actual pressure built up from the melting of the material actually pushed the heat set back out. So, but I'm going to start doing some testing on that, and then like I was doing before, I've got this is an annealed part, and this is unannealed, same material, and this is the design that I came up for layer testing, because these are printed standing up, and then it breaks here in the cylindrical part. So, annealed and unannealed, and anyway, so I'm getting started back on that because now I've got somebody to foot the bill for all the filament and
Cheese bacon,
stuff
how you
like
doing
that.
today?
Always nice to not have to pay for the filament.
Yeah. I can get all the Polymaker filament I want, but how many different tests can I do on Polymaker before the videos become redundant and nobody watches them anymore? So,
right.
I don't get Polymaker filament that often because I'm not doing a lot of different videos and projects. But of course, when I'm going to do the box turtle, then I hit them up and I got a code and I got the 4 rolls that I needed. I just had to pay the price difference where I went over on what the code was worth. And every 3 or 4 months when I got something going on, then I contact them and I get filament. So that's kind of nice.
PC Van Vliet, so far everything I've used the PPS CF version 2, the actual retail version, which is the lower percentage carbon fiber, it's been working great. Well, you can't see it because the camera's turned the wrong way, but that Voron right there, everything inside on that machine, except for the latch on the filament lever, is the retail version of the PPS CF. It's fantastic.
I love this. This drone is done in the PPS. It's so nice. Still need to finish up the electronics and everything, but the filament itself is amazing.
Oh, I can't say enough good things about that filament.
Does it have to be annealed?
No. As
No.
long as you have a machine that'll get the temperature you need to print it, you're going to be hard pressed to find something that prints as easy and looks as good as that stuff does.
Will the X1 carbon print it?
No.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Creality anymore.
Bamboo.
No, that's bamboo.
Or bamboo. Either one.
X1, I would not, just because you're limited on the max temp.
Okay.
Well, that's right, because what's his name? Computer Medic, that's with Polymaker. He tried printing some of the PPS on a bamboo, and he could get it to print, but there was no layer adhesion, and it was awful.
Well, I got my Cheaty iFast, a real big one back behind me, and I got some high temp nozzles that I've never used for it. That can probably do it, but I'd have to look it up, the specs on it.
Yeah,
if you can go up to 350, you should be able to be fine. It only needs a 90-degree bed.
Okay, 350.
Come back from my house.
Yeah, you don't even need a 90-degree bed. I mean, I've printed it.
No.
I forgot to turn the bed on and printed with it, so it'll print with a cold bed. But it would be nice to have a 90-degree bed. But as long as you got a machine that'll go, you got a hardened nozzle, and you can get to 350 degrees comfortably with the hot end. Even 330, it prints just fine.
Kenny, go ahead, Kenny. Your mic was down. Go ahead.
Scott, I was in my house a second ago, so I just came back. Are we talking about that stuff a few months ago that made it sound like it was tinty, like it was metal?
Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
That one?
Yep. I have that piece laying up here somewhere in this disaster, and it's. But Jerry would have to put up the trigger warning before I start flicking it. I don't know where that piece went, to be honest with you.
Gift 10. I might have some of that.
Yeah, it sounds just like metal when you flick it, like tin, or not metal, but pot metal is what it sounds like.
It's crazy stuff.
Sounds like pot metal.
I have a roll of that, but I don't think I have a printer in my house that'll get that hot. Unless the Voron will.
We have the knockoff version.
I have regular PPS.
Yeah, the knockoff version from Not Polymaker.
It's still close. Ex polyester or whatever her name is.
Yeah, I don't have any idea where that piece went that I was doing that with. I thought it was
Hey,
in here, but
Marcel, how you
no, I may
doing?
have thrown it out.
Jerry, I gotta run.
Thank you,
Have a
Tim.
good
You have an
one.
awesome day. What time are you on tomorrow live? What time? 5 Pacific?
5 o'clock Mountain Time.
5 Mountain Time. Awesome.
5 Mountain,
Everybody
4
tune in to
Pacific,
D with
7
3D tomorrow. He'll be working on his box turtle. Jump over to
Okay,
his
thank
channel,
you.
subscribe, share, all that good
Take
stuff.
it easy, Tim.
I'll see
Okay,
you.
we'll
in
see you
chat.
guys later. Take care.
buddy.
See you,
See you,
Tim.
Tim.
Have a good one.
Great guy.
I'm actually reprinting the front skirts for my box turtle right now behind me. Oh, yep, open.
Yeah, the one that I got, I got 12. I don't understand.
Yeah, I like how you can see the nozzle on that. Whatever I reprint for my Sobel, I need SPO8. I need to be able to see my nozzle. I don't like that you can't see what the nozzle's doing until it moves away from that part of the print.
Yeah. Still a little schmoo on the nozzle. I could probably drop that or raise the brush up a little bit. Yeah, now that I have a larger printer with multicolor, I'm reprinting the front skirt in a single print instead of the split.
Somebody has YouTube or Twitch on. I can hear it in the background.
I think it might be Matt.
No, not me.
Hey, Kenny, show us your project you're working on. We got new people here that weren't here earlier. Give the camera a second, guys. It'll clear up. There it goes. Check this out. This is amazing.
So that's a 3D set Reaper?
Yep.
That's a badass model.
Yeah.
That is so.
Right.
That is
Yeah.
their stuff is so amazing. It's pricey, but it's so worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went deep into the details on getting
What
that
type of
stuff
filament
set
did
up.
you use on the different parts?
Silk on the body, silk on the chrome looking stuff, and the frame PETG on the frame.
You got all that on the bamboo or some of it on the Sobel?
So far, only on the bamboo.
Okay.
I haven't got my lazy ass to get that thing dialed in. Get the swivel dialed in.
Kenny, watch your screen real close, okay? It just cost me $60.
What?
For what?
Huh?
Huh?
Kit.
Because I've had that Reaper in my shopping cart for months, and I finally just went in and paid for it.
Oh.
So I was flipping Kenny off.
Oh, well.
No, that was a good. It was a good thing.
Hopefully you get a little kickback on that.
It's like people that say that it's my fault they got into 3D printing. Well,
Did you get it? Did you get the extra? Well, of course you did.
The Downrider pack, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it can get a little confusing, so be careful because I printed the extra parts accidentally.
So it's no worse. It's no different than doing a Voron V0. What?
Yeah.
I thought it was against the law now to do things with benchies.
No. So if you don't know, as of the 13th, it's in the public domain. So Sousaphone, the same one who did the Dummy 13, released this model, which is the Assault Benchy. I love
I
this
kind of
thing.
want to print it.
You can still.
When I saw it, I had no choice. I had to.
I
And
think
this
you
is
can
actually
still-
a film that we're printing.
I think you can still mod your own for your own use. So you just can't post it so people can download.
No,
No,
you can't.
No.
It's
You
public
can post
domain.
it. We could everything. They actually did it. The creators made a post about it. It's
No, the
public
new
domain.
owners.
New owners.
Not the
sorry,
creators.
new owner. Well, the creators posted about it being public domain now on the Free the Benchy campaign.
So that guy that actually made a float benchy, he doesn't have to sink his ship anymore. Okay.
Yeah, this
Oh,
will
the one I'm
definitely
talking
never
about.
float.
That ain't cool. The one that the guy made.
Yeah.
That he actually.
Dr. Deep Flow.
Man.
Hey, he's got a good channel. He's got some really cool giant printers.
Yeah, extruding it. What was it, like a 7mm layer or 7mm nozzle?
Yeah.
Not a 0.7, a 7. It's like what?
Yeah, somebody's got YouTube or Twitch on. I can hear what we're saying.
Well, like when they're doing that.
I don't.
It's the Matt. It's got to be Matt.
No. I
Not me,
myself.
not me neither. Anyways, like when they're doing a house, I wonder what that nozzle is. I mean, when like when they're 3D printing, I mean, a house.
That's
the
a
cement,
monster
3D print, the cement printers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like 50, 60 millimeters at least.
Yeah, they're big monster
Well, I
nozzles.
pulled a lot of quick line. I poured a lot of concrete, but I've never done a 3D printed house. But I've worked a lot with concrete in my many years in construction.
I hated concrete.
And pulling slick line is the worst thing in the world other than mud cutting. And mud cutting means you have a shovel and you're shoveling concrete around high spots or low spots. Because one time a guy came from the back east, he joined the labor hall here in Vegas, and on the board they had mud cutting. They needed so many people at a certain job. He's like, "What's mud cutting?" And I had explained to him. He didn't understand the terminology. Cutting concrete's mud cutting. Hey, we got another guy popping in. Zach, what's going on, man?
Hello.
I'm doing fine. Almost everything is going fine.
Very cool. We like your attic video, but you got a lot of stuff to throw out. You got them boxes with foam. You can't just throw them in the regular garbage?
No, those the styrofoam, those are free to just throw away there. But those foam that comes with, especially with those 3D printers, yeah, that is like the area that you pay the most of it. Or most for. Yeah, it was like €7.
Oh, wow.
Like
yeah, I pretty much throw
$7.
anything in my dumpster, and they come by the truck, the claw grabs it, dumps it, and you're good to go.
Yeah. No, but that was just one part. There's still a lot of carton boxes to be thrown away. Still some more foam. But tomorrow I'm going to start working on the framework, doing the framing.
Very nice. Well, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Everybody loves seeing you. And if you guys don't know who Zach is, go over to YouTube, the Zachary 3D Print, subscribe. Here's a cool printer. Let me make you big screen here. Give the camera a minute.
That's almost like Tim's Barbie printer.
And it has the electronics.
Nice.
27? I forgot which one you're on.
0.2. So yeah,
I love my V0s. I just need to use them more.
The only thing that I need to do is the firmware part.
I have a 0.2 right here. See?
Oh, yeah.
See, it's a 0.2.
Someday.
In a few parts.
I have that, and I don't know where the hell the kit's at. It's in here somewhere.
Yeah, that phone you should
V0,
have I never had. But you can cut
I
it with
misplaced a V0 somewhere in my home. Last time I found it, it was in the side table for the media center in the little compartment under there, and I took it out of there and I put it somewhere, and I've not been able to find it since. So I'll just build a new one because I've got a V0.2 kit here that I've never opened. So it's time to do that.
I don't want to I don't want to say it is an easy and quick build, but yeah, it took some sweet time.
Yeah, the last V0 I built was one that one of the retailers was looking at doing a white label version of a real inexpensive one, and it was okay, but by the time you upgraded the electronics in it to what was needed to actually get it to work properly without a whole bunch of really janky stuff, it became about the same price as an LDO, and then it's not worth it.
That guy makes what's going on? We haven't heard from you in a while.
Honestly, not much. Just my normal stuff.
That foam can be cut with a laser PC Van Vliet, and it'll also make you deadly sick if you breathe the fumes.
Yeah, some, I don't know if it was the white styrofoam, but some of it can give off a toxic chlorine type gas. I don't remember what it was, though. Always research it before you do anything. Don't take our opinions on it. Always investigate it for yourself.
And I mean, I already cut some foam in the past, but it takes ages to cut with normal box cutter, you know? Takes too much time.
Cutting clear acrylic on my laser, exhausting it outside really stinks bad. I have to open up the back door, set up a fan, close my slider right here, and not breathe any of it that leaks out of the machine. Man, does it stink. Let my neighbor breathe it.
Yeah, there's so many things that people can run in their lasers that the gas coming off of it can be deadly.
Yeah.
And the problem is these laser manufacturers, they don't talk about that. They don't send out warnings that don't put this in the laser. And, you know, I've watched on Reddit and stuff where they're taking vinyl records and using diode lasers, and they're cutting vinyl records and all this stuff. And I'm like, do they not realize that one good whiff of the fumes coming off of cutting that vinyl, and they're dead? It's done. It's over with. Lights out.
Yeah, and most of these lasers don't come with proper
safety glasses.
No, not safety glasses. Fume extraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we just sold another laser.
Exactly. Yeah, it's their bottom line. They don't care.
Raleigh's
They don't need repeat customers.
Raleigh's good about documenting it. It's in the manual.
And then a lot of companies will be doing their live streams, and they may or may not have on their safety glasses while the laser's running right next to them. And if you say
a couple years ago,
then somebody else will walk around and will be looking at it without any glasses. So if they're damaging
a couple
their eyes.
years ago at a big trade show, Creality had a Ender 3 out there with a laser module on it with no protection, no nothing around this thing. They had an Ender 3 out there in the middle of a giant trade show running a laser, and zero protection, zero warning. Nobody had safety goggles on.
You should have walked up and unplugged it and then educated them.
I wasn't there for it. I just seen videos on it.
Okay.
It's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Those toolhead laser modules are so stupid. It's like you should not be trying to convert your 3D printer into a laser. It does not have the proper safety specs, and you're not going to build an enclosure for 90% of the people aren't going to do it.
Yeah. My fiber laser, when I run it, it's not in an enclosure, but I put up a board, a shield, so when my dogs go from where I am outside and they look that direction at their doggy level being low, nobody can see that. I have to walk up with my glasses on to see what I'm doing. I completely block it off so there's no accidental exposure to my animals seeing the beam.
Yeah, if I get a laser, I'm moving everything to the back room where none of the animals go.
Is that your wife, Zach? You're muted. Does she want to say hi to everybody? We've never met her.
No, I think she's popped on before.
Yeah. She
Yes,
is
she's been on
sometimes
before.
around in the stream, but she's
Oh, I've never
camera
seen her.
shy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So. Why is everybody so silent, or did I miss anything?
I'm just reading chat, and no one said anything. Yeah,
I was just checking on my print, making sure it's going down cleanly.
we got 43 people still watching, 17 of which are on Twitch. Please like, subscribe, and share, everybody. I'd really appreciate it. Help the channel grow. If you'd like to make any donations on Super Chats or Bits or PayPal, that'd be greatly appreciated. Not necessary, but everything helps.
Yeah. Yeah, so the only thing that I need to do on the forum is the Clipper firmware. And then I'm done.
And we haven't talked about food today. I noticed Chris Rallis, when they got on the food while he was building the box turtle and everybody's talking about food in chat. It's kind of funny.
There you go. Here's my food for the day.
Oh, speaking of food, guess what I got tonight?
Probably about the store.
Lobster,
Oh, some
man.
lobster.
Lobster? You
I want a
making
good
it at
lobster
home or you
roll.
going out?
Huh?
You making it home or going out?
At home.
I've never cooked the lobster. Run me through it.
Bake it.
Oh, bake it. Never
Bake
done
it.
that either.
Oh. No, you boil it. You boil it based on the pounds. I forget what it is. My wife gets lobster all the time.
And you split the back. Using a knife, you split the back open.
You got a vein you got to clean out or anything?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Just the tails. It's not the full lobster. It's the tails.
Right.
They sell them at the base. I picked them up out there.
On YouTube all day long, I watch cooking shows. I watch anything to do with pretty much everything, but I watch tons of cooking shows and people doing this and doing that. But I've never bought a lobster and tried to boil it.
And we have Irish butter for it.
Nice.
Making me hungry now.
I'm totally not hungry. We were
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump
Burger
off here
King.
and go cook dinner now.
I went and bought some donuts yesterday. I haven't done in a long time from this place that makes all different kinds of nice donuts. And today, when they're day old, I throw them in a microwave for about 10 or 15 seconds. It'll heat them up and freshen them right up. They won't be hard or dried out or anything.
Yeah, our good donut place here that had the maple bacon long johns that were so good, they due to mismanagement they closed it down. So we don't have any good donut places here anymore.
Yeah, Dan, that's pretty much what I thought I've seen people do on videos. You know,
Yeah.
have your salted water boiling, drop it in screaming, and wait till it's a certain color after so many minutes, pull it out, and you're pretty much good to go.
A lobster is just exactly like shrimp, Jerry. It's got a built-in doneness meter on it. When the color changes, it's ready to eat. If you cook any longer than that, it becomes rubber.
Yeah. Tough. Yep.
Man, now I want donuts too.
That's why when I buy cans of clam soup, I have to put them on the stove and cook them in a pan. If I dump them in a bowl in a microwave like I usually do soup, they become really chewy like rubber. So I need to heat them up in the pan.
Yeah.
I'm just going by the way my brother-in-law does them, and he used to work for Caesars as a chef. So, yeah.
Yeah, they do. That's the fast way to cook them. When you're cooking them in bulk, they throw them all on a tray. Do the same thing with hot dogs.
Armored 3D printing. I retired from construction when I was 49. I'm now 60. Since then I've gained 100 pounds and lost all my muscle. But my wife used to like my guns, etc., etc. But I don't work out no more. I had a lot of surgeries in 2019, and I eat too much. So, but you know, well, I can buy some. I got duct tape. I put duct tape on my mouth and lose a lot of weight. But anyway,
food's too good.
Yeah, food's good. All these commercials on TV, and you know, I got a treadmill. I just don't use it much. But I'm not who I used to be.
Yeah, I've been making way too much spicy, meaty queso. Very good, but not good for the waistline.
Yeah.
I don't look sexy naked anymore.
Well, now
I'm
that you
9
guys
months
brought up
food
food, it is
pregnant.
dinner time, so I'm going to jump off here and go cook some dinner.
All right.
All right, man. You have a
Take
good
care,
one.
Scott. Have a great day. I'm glad you made it home safely on your plane
Bye,
flight.
Scott.
We look forward to seeing
See you
you
guys
next
next
See
week.
you,
week.
Scott.
Have a great day.
See you, Matt. See you, Zach.
See you.
See you
Thor,
later.
Howdy.
David. That guy makes. I don't know your first name, so I would
It's
say
a
bye to
secret.
Kenny, but it's Kenny.
I guess it's that. That's his first name. That.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he turns 18, he'll probably tell us, but that's fine. A lot of people don't use their real names online.
Don't
And
they? Oh.
typically, people that are online, you usually never ask them what they do in the real world because we have people from all kinds of walks of life, and it might be very private or things they shouldn't be talking about. So it's best not to ask people what they do in the real world unless they come out and automatically say.
I'm secret agent man.
I babysit people for a living.
Well, check that out. That's pretty.
I'm reprinting that split skirt into a single piece right now. So that whole front part, since I now have a 350 that can print it, I'm using it to redo the whole front skirt into one part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smart move, man.
Needs a little bit more tuning, but it's been working all right.
Okay, what have people been having trouble with that have been breaking down or have had to reprint? Do you know of any issues?
My main issue so far has been just getting it tuned in. And if you see in the back left corner, that red part, if you home in the wrong position, you will snap that. So I reprinted it in TPU.
Okay.
So if I'm on the left side and home, it can snap off that little arm that cuts the filament.
All right. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with the Sobel SVO8. That's what I'm building it for, but what I'm using, how I'm doing it, I don't know yet. I'll have to get it printed and then figure it out from there, or to get it built and then figure out what my next steps are.
Yeah. The guys in the Discord, I know you saw Thunder Keys in chat earlier.
Yeah.
Him and a bunch of the other guys have been going around to everybody's stream and helping out where they can.
Okay.
And it's been really nice to see.
Right. It's awesome. And I've been watching bits and pieces of everybody's build. I don't watch anybody's stream all the way through, but I watch bits and pieces of, Modbot, DeWitt, your stream, and anybody else that's been building. I try to pop in and watch them for a little bit.
Yeah, I've been trying to go around as well and help out and point out things when I can.
Yeah. But my biggest hiccup now is I burned almost a whole roll of Polymaker up to PLA that I thought I had ASA in there and it was the wrong color and I had to reprint like 3 or 4 days worth of parts. I'm doing everything on X1 Carbon.
For the trays, I've seen a lot of people have issues with them warping on some of the corners. I would just do a brim on them.
Mine never worked. I got all 4 of them done.
What was the issue you were having with them?
No, let me show you. I'm not sure if this was it or not, but my camera focus in this top left corner, if the camera focused, I don't know if it did or not, it's very rough in this one area. So I went ahead and I put on ironing on the other 3, and they're all that way. And then, of course, when they were briefly designed, there's like a line on the side here, like a lip. Well, not on the that pops off, but yeah, one side has like a lip on it, and I don't know, they're all that way. You won't see it. It could easily sand off, but there's like that line there. It's like a lip, and that's automatically on all of them. And this is
I didn't get that on mine.
Huh.
It's hard to see because there's no real backlighting or front lighting.
You see that line?
A little bit, yeah. It does look like it warped a little bit in that corner, though.
Yeah, that right side.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, it did. It did lift.
Yeah, that's probably what caused that inconsistency in the top, because that was lifted up.
Yeah. That'll do it.
that's the biggest thing I've seen with that part, because it's so big, is that it tends to warp. It shouldn't really affect it.
All 4 of them did that.
Yeah, you probably have to reapply like bed cement or vision miner in that back corner.
Yeah, I'm using vision miner, but the way they were angled, I didn't realize that they're all that way in that corner. That's why that back corner is messed up.
Yeah, I'll just pull the whole plate off, wash it with warm soapy water, and reapply.
Yeah. Well, I'll have enough film and I can reprint them.
Yeah. Honestly, it shouldn't really affect it as long as you can get it in the extrusion without any issues.
Yeah.
It should be fine. But it's mostly personal preference for that.
Or I can it's PLA. I can reprint them on the SVO8. I got more room. I can probably do them all at once or do 2 at a time or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I didn't realize that had happened. I remember DeWitt was talking about it, and he said he used mouse ears on his corners, and I'm thinking, well, my prints were looking perfect, and I didn't realize that corner lifted until just now. What you got, Dave?
Tor, you remember this print from the other day where I said it was probably the bed cement that was holding it so well? That PLA with ABS mix. This is it reprinted in perfect. Notice it has a top. This is done in a PLA setting instead of the ABS that I accidentally set the one on.
Oh, so you melted it to your bed?
I melted it to the bed. I admit it. I melted it to the bed. So yeah, the TH3D's bed cement has been working well. Has been working very well for
Dave made a mistake.
Never. So yeah, I've been using it to do the. Come here, you psycho. Yeah, the plate. I put it on the smooth plate for the maker chips, and it's been working great. So yeah, TH3D bed cement, much cheaper than nanopolymer, but I still love nanopolymer. I'll just give it that way. I'll give you your cred.
The Bamboo Studio. I didn't see mouse ears in Bamboo Studio. Is that only in Orca?
Is it only in Orca? I haven't been to Bamboo.
I'm not sure. Let me open up Bamboo Studio. I haven't
But
used
I can just put a regular brim on it all the way around. I got my cleaner.
Yeah, just a regular brim and just go through with a deburring tool.
Yeah, I got one.
I actually have 2 more bottles coming.
And here's
You
something.
mean like that?
Here's something else I got off Amazon that I didn't have. Oh.
What's that?
Oh, you're using.
It's great for burglars.
Oh, damn.
Reamer?
Yeah, Reamer.
I need to grab a reamer.
It's like $9 on Amazon. I don't want to. It's very sharp.
That would come in handy for a couple.
I forget who I was watching the other day on Twitch, and he was deburring all his PTFE tubes going over it. The only problem with that is if you blow off that little bit of debris, it might get inside your PTFE. So you have to go to the opposite end and blow it out to make sure none of that debris is in the line.
Yeah, for the box turtle,
Yeah.
I had to ream out the PTFE for all the inlets because it's like the what's it called?
Not done. Not done. I got so many more to print.
Is that Zach's?
That's the one Zach made for me. Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't make anything.
Worst butt plug ever. Oh god.
It is. Would be.
On top called brim ears. Okay, I'll look again. I didn't see it. Thanks.
So
Appreciate it.
Dave, so you don't get defeated, have you upgraded your rod?
I did not upgrade my rod. I think again, it's not about the size of your rod; it's how you use it.
Okay.
That's what she said.
That's exactly what he said to she.
Okay. Good luck with that.
It is.
You got a small rod, you might break it.
Baloo, take
No.
care. See you later.
You got to
Take
try
care.
this stuff. This PLA with ABS. It's called PLAF from Life
Where's
Silk.
my like silk?
Yours. Wait a minute. Did you win?
Yeah.
No. When did you win last tour? Everybody
2 weeks
is
ago.
caught up. I am caught up. There's no way
No.
that I didn't send you yours.
Where's mine?
Oh my God! Hold on.
Where is it? I will pull up the video. Because remember, I was half asleep and you guys were saying I was speaking Japanese.
Oh my God! Did I really miss tour? I caught up everybody.
Don't you
Wednesday.
remember I won your T1?
No, you
Pro the
definitely
other
didn't
day?
win. Nah, yeah, good
I
try.
won one 3 weeks ago, man.
Oh damn it! I could have
You
sworn.
guys can say that, but I can pull up the video.
He can. That's
Hey.
the thing. I'm gonna have to look back now.
How
From
many
2
of-
weeks ago? Damn.
How many of you guys last week were watching the stream? I think it was last Sunday night. I dropped in right when they're getting ready to do a giveaway on an A1 Mini, a man up in Canada. And he added me manually. And when he spun the wheel, it went one click past me. But then that man wasn't in chat. So he spun again, and that guy makes one. And he got the A1 Mini. So that was
That's,
pretty cool.
that's Canuck Labs.
Canuck Labs.
Okay. Yeah, that was funny.
Play capture.
Nice.
I'm looking right now.
Here.
Is this on the rod?
Dave.
Damn, it is. Wait, which one is this one? Is this the rails?
13 days ago. I think
13
it
days
was.
ago.
Screenshot.
Yeah,
for
mod
proof.
the rails.
Woo! Documentation. Woo!
He does. He has proof too. How did I miss yours? Oh, you know why? Because you're a repeat winner. That's why. Damn it! Not like you're not getting it. It's one of those I have. Oh yeah, it's Tor. It's so bad to send it. It's Tor. I'll send it to him when I get a chance. It's like, wait, no, I'm caught up. Everybody's caught up. Because I think who was it? I think it was Blaze. Blaze T. We were supposed to send him something like 3 weeks ago, and then Terry forgot to send that, and then she's like, "Yeah, just give him some filament." Called him like, "Yeah, we'll give him filament." And then I hit him up, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not worried about it right now." I said, yes, I am. Everybody's caught up. Everybody's caught up,
That guy
and
made.
apparently not. No,
Almost.
almost.
You guys are on
Dang it.
too late for my blood, man.
I know it's for the late
I
night
was asleep,
people.
and people were calling me out in chat because I was typing on my phone with a cat on my chest.
Yeah, every time.
We gotta.
Yeah, when Dave comes on, I'm in the bedroom watching TV at that time, flipping channels, and then he comes on, so I get on my phone. And I usually say hi to him.
Yep, that everybody falls asleep. I think it's funny. I think we've had like 3 or 4 people. Man, I shouldn't have watched the stream. I won. Like, yeah, you should have stayed awake. It's only 2 hours normally.
The reason, whenever there's a giveaway, the reason in chat why I ask what is the giveaway, because if it's filament and polymaker, I can't enter. So that's why I'm always asking. If it's another brand, I can enter. If it's polymaker, I can't win. So
Yeah.
Error message. Error message on the A1.
And they were talking earlier about videos and how people do their videos. Whenever I have a product and I want to do a video, I set up my cell phone or my Canon. I film my intro, and I usually do it 4 or 5 times because I screw up or I say the wrong thing. Then I take the footage, I put it on my computer in my editing program. I watch it to see if I like it, and then I do whatever I do and then film the footage. When you're all said and done, edit it, put it together. If you have to do a voiceover, if you forget to say something while you're filming it, just do a voiceover during that part. And, then compile it, upload it, make a thumbnail, add all your stuff, and it's good to go.
And bang.
I was actually doing a video, recording a video yesterday for the MKS eMMC modules.
Mm-hmm.
So upgrading like the SVO8's memory from 8 gigs to 32 gigs. I had to re-record it so many times.
God, yeah, the re-records are a pain in the butt. Here's a funny one. You want to see something funny? This happened the other day to me on the K1. I just got an alarm on the A1, and it's been 75% of the roll. I thought I was good. I thought it was a fluke. It's an issue in the entire. Oh, I don't have to cut it. Good, because it wouldn't actually load. I got an error that says that it's clogged, or sorry, the filament is jammed. We're gonna leave the brand name down. So everything's going fine. Everything's going fine. Going fine. Not fine. Where is it at? Not fine.
Oh, wow. That's a big...
And,
Arion
yeah.
filament used to do that to me. I used to buy Arion years ago, and I quit using it because of that. It'll hit the runout sensor and stop, and you're printing a
Yeah,
midair.
it just stuck. Yeah, the A1 alerted me. Oops, Bamboo alerted me.
What brand is that?
Elegoo.
Huh. Okay.
Now it's only this roll. I run a lot of Elegoo. This is the only. This roll did it earlier, but it was like at the beginning of the roll, and I'm like, it's just a fluke.
Take a picture.
Now it's got to be another one.
Get that
I
on
am.
the
I'm
table
going to
and
take this.
a picture and just keep it for memory. If you ever want to talk about it in a couple of years, you can pull up that picture.
Oh no, we have a rep with Elegoo now, so I'm going to contact her and let her know. Hey, I'm doing your other filament review. So
I had some
look what I
thick
found on
filament.
this. That's not on the same filament brand that you're having me promote.
Put it in
but
the
your
video.
main brand.
I'd put it in the video. If they sent me film and they did that, I'd put it in the video.
Yeah.
But that's not
what's
the
it
filament.
called?
I'd say it's probably a fluke, but this did happen. Look, guys, I would put it in the video.
Yeah, they're
Well,
having a
one
big
thing
push
I've
on their
seen-
newer filament.
Yeah, one thing that I've seen, I'm actually a moderator for like a lot of the Creality groups on Facebook. Somebody posted a picture of a transparent, I think it was Pet G, had a rat turd in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, I was wondering why it wouldn't feed through my extruder.
Huh.
How does that come in there?
Wow.
I have no idea. It was like 7, 8 years ago. Oh, apparently, was it 8 years ago today? Oh, holy cow. So apparently 8 years ago today, my first 3D printer kit arrived.
Wow.
Let me guess. Creality?
Happy anniversary!
FL Sun.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a food video. A long
Which one?
time
A
ago
Q1?
on 60 Minutes, and they
or
were
is it
talking
QR?
about all the food that's produced in America or other countries, that different types of critters might get in the machinery and they get processed and you don't even know it. So things happen.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of bug legs that you can have in candy and all that stuff
Yeah.
because of where it comes. Yeah, there's
you
a whole
never
bunch of rules.
This was my first 3D printer. FL Sun, what was it?
Q4 or whatever. What the heck was it?
No, this was this was 8 years ago. This was way before the
Oh,
Q4.
Jesus.
Huh.
God, what was it?
I almost want to say FL Sun 6, but on the other box was standing too. So
No, that's they actually labeled the steps for each box.
Wow.
In the
Oh,
picture,
that's-
what you just shown to us, did I just see a bong in there?
Let's not talk about that.
Let's not discuss that.
I'm in California. It is legal here.
That was 8 years ago, and I'm a different person.
Can I see the FL Sun again?
I like the flower vase you have.
Yeah. He likes flowers,
and
you know.
Tor, born and
Nothing
raised.
wrong with liking flowers.
Tor, no offense, born and raised, and I don't miss it.
Yeah.
Different world, Kenny. Different world.
Hey, today's California is not my California.
I'll agree with you on that.
Understandable.
One, but, I understand that part. But you're gonna miss Remurf. That's right. I was about to say because we are all going to Colorado.
Depends.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
miss it.
surprised we didn't do anything last year at
You couldn't.
Rocky Mountain.
There was no way you could. It was Jesus Lord. Everything was in Denver. And did you drive through Denver on that day? Holy crap!
What was then?
I didn't drive at all. I was in the back seat chilling.
Last year, Rocky Mountain Rep was held on 420, which is a national holiday of what's going on. It's a holiday for some people. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, sure.
And
for certain people,
it is for
Yeah,
certain
stadium
people.
was
Yes.
also open. Yeah.
Yeah, in Denver they celebrated very highly.
And you know, it's
so-
also the birthday of the most hated man in the world.
Yes, it is. Sadly, those are two things I know very well about.
We're down
that
to
day.
29 people watching right now. I've been streaming for 3 hours, 9 minutes. I think I'm going to raid out on Twitch, and we're going to call this one a done deal. And I'll be back sometime during the week with my first live stream build of the box turtle. I just got to get all the parts printed, get all the ducks in a row, get all the tools that I might need, and then I'll schedule the stream and hope to
Let
see
me
you
know
all
when
there.
you need help.
All right.
Yeah, I'll try to pop in and hang out and help.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it. Anyway, when we start the raid, we're going to raid into Villa Mods over on Twitch. It's like he's working on a Nerf blaster or something.
Nerf blasters are fun. I'd pull it out, but it looks too much like a pew pew. That YouTube won't like it.
All right, and here goes the raid down on Twitch. People, thank you very much for watching. Everybody have an awesome day. Everybody
have a good weekend, everyone.
Everybody on screen, thank all of you. I really appreciate it. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.